rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fam's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rockin' Knicks Universe. Man, Uncle Freezy. Welcome to the Knicks at Night podcast. What's good? What's good? What's good? Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly, right? Yeah, man. Good to see y'all. Good to be with y'all, man. What's good, y'all? No, we getting off to a late start, man. I apologize. Stupid text messages, man. I apologize to everybody for being late. I was rocking with BK Steph on their joint, man, on the Tuesday night joint. Just went over a little bit. DSJ is in the building. DSJ, got a question for you, bro. Set it off. I suggest y'all set it off. I suggest y'all set it off. On the left. What's good, Chuck? What's good, man? DSJ, Hoodie Cav just hit me up and said he was listening to Monifa. He said Monifa is better than Faith Evans. What say you? All right, let me get into this Knicks talk real quick, though. Let me get into this Knicks talk while DSJ think about what I just said, right? Let's get into this Knicks talk, right? Man, so we have the Charlotte Hornets coming up tonight, right? Tonight we have the Charlotte Hornets coming up. LaMelo Ball is out, right? Right? Y'all tell me what you predict from tonight's game with the Charlotte Hornets. Do we struggle with the Charlotte Hornets like we normally do, regardless of personnel? Or do we come out and apply our business-like professionalism tonight to get the Charlotte Hornets out of here? Right? Do we run the Charlotte Hornets off the floor, seeing that they're down personnel, or is this a trap game for us? Hoodie Cav, so DSJ, this is the thing going on, right? So Hoodie Cav says, the artist that is very comparable to Faith and Monica, Monifa. Hey. Oh my goodness. Ed Winning says, yo, King Ribby in the building. What's good, bro? No Bridges. He usually goes off on Julius. Yeah, he usually goes off on. He's got a number for some reason, man. He usually goes off on. He usually goes off on Julius and RJ Barrett. Because he's the perfect mix of what we can't guard he's what we can't guard. He's too big and strong and explosive and athletic for RJ, right? But he's too small and explosive for Julius. He's like right in the middle, but he's not there. And neither is LaMelo, right? So we're looking at a combination of Dennis Smith Jr., Kelly Oubre, and Gordon Hayward, right? Let me pull up these stats for you real quick. Let me pull it up real quick on NBA. I'm going to pull up Charlotte's stuff, right? Where's Charlotte? Charlotte Hornets. There they are. Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte Hornets. Charlotte beat Atlanta. Okay. So Gordon Hayward is leading the way for Charlotte with 19.3 points a game. Right? I'm concerned because this team looks like a bunch of no-names, but that's concerning to me because those type of teams give us problems. David L. Yes, no scary Terry for the Hornets. Those types of teams generally give us problems, though. Those types of teams that roll out with the Zeke Najis, the Ricky Rubios, those type players, usually in this type setting, they get the best of us. And so DSJ says, Oubre can cause matchup problems. Fournier can't guard Hayward. We can win power forward and center matchup, and the point guards cancel each other out. That's interesting. That's interesting that you say that. Right? That's interesting that you say that. Right now, or as of earlier today, the Charlotte Hornets were shooting 50% from three. Let me see what I'm going to go back to. Right, let me go back to NBA stats, right? NBA. Let me go to stats. Let me go to team, right? Field goal percentage. At the moment, the Charlotte Hornets are shooting 49.5% from the field, and they are shooting 41.6% from three, right? They're shooting 41.6% from three. That means Charlotte is dangerous. They can score. They can get the shots that they want because you don't shoot that high of a three-point percentage with just hot shooting. You have to have a lot of the system, right? You got to create the shots that you want. You have to have decent offensive sets and things of that sort to get the three-point shots that you want. Now, can the Knicks shut that down? I think so. I think the Knicks' perimeter defense is better than what we talk about. Right, so let me go to field goal percentage. Right now, the Knicks are second in field goal percentage by the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks, yo, King Embert is in the building. What's good? What's good with you, boss? The Knicks are allowing 41.2% from three. I mean, from the field, right? 41.2% from the field, and the Knicks are second in the NBA and 3-point percentage allowed with 27.3%. The irony here is that the team that we play Wednesday night, the Charlotte Hornets, is number 1 in the league in 3-point percentage against. Steve Clifford and Tom Thibodeau are the same person. You've never seen Steve Clifford and Tom Thibodeau in the same place at the same time. Well, maybe you have, but you understand the point. You understand the point, right? King Ibert says, the Knicks are looking great. Shout out to Julius and that boy Brunson. Yeah. For sure. For sure. Y'all know what it is. We're looking good and we're playing good. These headphones have your head kind of. Yo, so Knicks for Life says non-superstars for some reason, or non-superstars for some reason, have really good games and career games against us. So don't sleep. Yeah, don't sleep. Don't sleep, bro. Don't sleep, y'all. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. Some random cat from Charlotte is going to look to have a career night against us. Let me go to the team. Let me go back here to the team thing. Charlotte is averaging 122 points a game. So don't be surprised if this is don't be surprised if this is Dennis Smith Jr.'s breakout game. Don't be surprised if this is James Bouknight's breakout game. Okay? Don't be surprised if this is Gordon Hayward's breakout game. Teo Maladon, Jalen McDaniels. Don't be surprised if it's their breakout game. Right? Don't be surprised if it's JT Thor's breakout game. Sherwin says, in a surprise comment, Sherwin says, I have the Knicks winning 2 out of the next 10 games. Yeah. And DSJ says, if James Bouknight goes on a scoring front. Yeah. 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 If James Bouknight goes on a scoring tear on us, yeah, I'm mad. Yo, so shout out to BK Steph and Tsunami Speaks and I Am Jarrell and Simeon Russell, man. I just rocked with them for a little bit. It was unexpected. I wanted to come on at 11:40. I went in there to peek my head in just to show some love, and then got to talking, and here I am, man. So sorry. Soul Finger in the building. Hey, DSJ. DSJ probably at work at one of his 19 jobs, right? But DSJ, you and I on the same. I was watching ESPN the other morning. I was like, that's Soul Finger. And it was Big Swagoo. Yeah, man. Shout out to my brother, man, Soul Finger. What's good, Soul Finger? Man, I ain't talked to Soul Finger in a minute. That's my man right there. Soul Finger, my man, my mellow. Get on the mic because you know you like Jello. You know where that's from. Yeah. You know where that's from. Yeah, man. Yeah. The Cajun swaggle. Now he wouldn't be, Soul Finger, you wouldn't be Cajun. You'd be not Bayou either. Soul Finger would be, because Soul Finger, you from North Louisiana, right? Soul Finger is from North Central Louisiana. He ain't from down south. He from the boot, but I think he might be from the central part of the boot. No. Chuck said Creole. No. Chuck said, hey, nah. Hey. Chuck said Creole. Chuck, if he was Creole, he'd probably look more like this. Yeah, he's from the northwest corner. So I think that's up by, like, going towards Arkansas. That's going towards Arkansas, Texas, Oklahoma, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. But shout out to my man, yo, Chuck Allen. Hey, Knicks for life is hilarious. Sherman says Hornets, Bucks, Cavs, Hawks, 76ers, Celtics, T-Wolves, Nets, Pistons, Thunder. I see 2 wins. I see 6 wins in there. About 6 wins. DSJ says Soul's Fingers from Harlem. Don't let him keep telling you these stories like Big Bub. Hey, DSJ, you remember that song Telling Me Stories by Big Bub? You remember that? Yo, so I was supposed to have some company in tonight, but since I'm so late, I think, man, the company might have. They probably won't be here. I was expecting Hoodie Cab to jump in with me, but I'm running late, so. Yeah, man. Shout out to Hoodie Cab. Hoodie Cab was coming through. I don't think he coming through now. So all right, we'll wait. All right. So Charlotte shoots the 3 and they defend the 3 well. And clearly it's a team concentration, right? I don't think it's a personnel thing. I think it's a systems thing. I think Steve Clifford and Tom Thibodeau will match up together in this matchup here this week, Wednesday, tonight. I think it's going to be the tale of 2 of the same guy. Man-child is in the building. How the weather, bro? Man-child is in the building. What's good? What's good with you, man-child? How the weather, man? Soul Fanger. What's good, boss?
What's happening, huh?
Ain't nothing to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, right. You know, it's good to see you on. Good to be on here. Shout out to the chat, to the Knicks family.
Shout out to the chat.
So yeah, I needed this here. Need to have some good talk after this long day. Man, I feel like 10 miles of Texas back road.
Yeah, it's a long day, huh?
Oh man, bruh.
Yeah, man. My Knicks play the Hornets tonight. The Hornets are a sleeper team. I feel like this is a trap game.
It's always that one cat that want to show out, and I'm going to say that one cat I think is going to try to shoot on us is going to be Dennis Smith.
Oh God.
I really do. I mean, he's been playing some decent ball, been playing okay, but I think he's gonna try to show out to show you, like, look what you done missed. You know how it is when you done broke up with a joint and
yeah,
all of, go to the gym and get all, work it out and be trying to show you off what you done let go.
Yeah,
that's what he's gonna try to do. But what we got is gonna be better. So
yeah, it's like Teddy Pendergrass said, man. Sometimes you got to let it go.
Man, yeah, let it go.
Looks like another second round TKO.
Yes, sir.
I remember I got TKO'd one time when I was boxing. I got TKO'd, right? And it wasn't because of the referee thought I didn't want to fight no more. I was like, it'd have been like my second fight, And it was like, I was like wondering why this dude was trying to punch me in my thigh. I'm like, ref, he punching me in my thigh. What's wrong with you? Ref, hey, you don't want to fight? You don't want to fight? He stopped the fight, TKO.
Oh, see.
Yeah. And my homeboys who's in the military at the time, we walking back from the field house and they singing, looks like a 3rd round TKO. Thank you, you immature. Bro, hey, don't be 20 and have friends, bro.
Man, you know how it is. You've been in the military, how your boys do you, man. You had
they be so immature, bro.
Yeah, bro. They will never let you let anything down.
Right. Hey, otherwise, I won't be going to this one. I probably and listen, I know I tell the story again and again, right? About the things that we've been going through here. Like even right now, the electrician still, it's just weird.
Still haven't made it your way, huh?
It's a part that I gotta get, and the part is on back order.
That's the one thing about this COVID, the land of Rona, this Rona era, everything's slow to get. It's on sloth status.
Yes. So I got my wife overcoming breast cancer this month. It taxed my pockets a lot. I got this going on. I had a water leak so I had everything hit me at one time. So financially, I'm not able to do what I like to do. But hopefully, once we get over this hump, I'll be able to do some stuff. Kerry Cox is in the building, so hopefully by the end of the year, I'll be able to get back out and go to games and such. I wanted to go to the season opener, but once I found out my wife had breast cancer, I scratched everything. And y'all know the reason why. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all know what it is. Otherwise, but I do want to eventually go to a game so I can meet you and Quiet Money and Cully and others so we could just hang out. Yeah, man. Appreciate that. Knicks for life. Appreciate that, man. It's one of the reasons why we hadn't been doing vibes and stuff in the mornings, because we got a morning routine around 8:00, and sometimes we got doctor's appointment at 8:45, 9:00, and all that stuff. So shout out to and much love to everybody that's supporting me through prayers and well wishes and all of that stuff. But once we get things back right, then I'll be back in my normal routine. So yeah, man. Yeah, man.
This is just one hell of a month, man. Just when things go sideways. I told you what I got going, what I'm dealing with.
Yes, bro. We live in life, bro.
Yeah, man. It's just one of them things.
Well, to be that way, man, but it is what it is.
Well, that gremlin, man, the gremlin is running around getting us all.
Yeah.
However, that gremlin ain't in that Knicks locker room, which is a good thing. So, I'm pleasantly, as the old folk will say, I'm pleased as punch on how they what we got going on with these Knicks.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna jump, like I said, Freezer, I'm not ready to see. I'm not, like I said, I'm not in Brooklyn, can't jump off the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm out here in San Diego, so I'm not gonna jump off the Coronado Bridge.
No.
But I'm taking one game at a time. But I said it once, I said it again. I was saying, I'm taking it 5-game increments, and I got a feeling we're about to go. We're gonna mess around and go. I'm looking at 4-1, if at worst 3-2.
Yeah.
But I'm really leaning harder on the 4-1. Seriously.
Right. I would love it, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So for I shoot it to you straight, right? Like, okay, so I'm a straight shooter, and sometimes I say stuff and people think I'm just being mean, but nah, I'm not being mean. I'm just being a straight shooter. I'm gonna just shoot it to y'all straight. So chat, I feel like we got something good going on right now, and I don't want to mess it up. I don't care who feelings get hurt. We got a good thing right now. We got good vibes. We almost beat Memphis. We beat teams that we feel like we better than. I don't want to rock the boat, right? I just feel like you got good mojo, good karma. Keep it going, right? So that means when Quentin Grimes get back, if Quentin Grimes is situational, sorry, but not sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Kerry Cox, bro, man, listen, man. We be praying for everybody, man. Me and Mo make sure that I be like keeping up with y'all. She like, yo, make sure you like Mo said, man, make sure you speak to your chat. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you don't do no short show. Don't get on here for 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Mo make sure I be doing, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to and much love to the chat, man. I understand that y'all are people just like me, man. And so I be wishing y'all well and hoping that y'all get good vibes and stuff, just like y'all be wishing for me. Man, I be thinking about y'all all the time, man. Make sure y'all stay up, bro. She be getting me. She be getting on there. She be like, yo, all you do is talk basketball. You forget that you talking to people. And I be like, no, not really. I don't forget that I'm talking to people, but sometimes I do. Yeah. So you know the thing I've been saying, man. So I understand that everybody might be going through some things, man. Y'all just stay up, man. We be concerned about y'all because y'all people just like us.
Yes, indeed.
So I hope everything, you know what I'm saying, work out well for everybody watching. So hey, guess what I did today, bro?
What'd you get into, Freeze? What you do?
I put an audio recording on Patreon.
Oh, was it the Big Boss Talk? Big Boss Man Talk?
No, not that one. I can't get Ty Barbie and Woodshed 1914 together at the same time. Right? So I it is, what's the name of it? What's the name? Let me go to Patreon and see. I forgot the exact title. I didn't forget the content of it. I forgot the exact title. So the exact title of it is, man, my Wi-Fi is so trash.
Man, look, sometimes mine gets, it goes out to lunch on me at times. I'll be like, for real, this is how we're gonna get down?
This is how we gonna get down? Come on. Let me see here. Okay. Oh, the name of it is Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
Oh, we going with Michael Jackson up in here?
Hey, easy. You let the cat out the bag, man.
Oh, my bad. Hey.
Yeah, you let the cat out the bag, man. So I'm doing him themed audio recordings.
Doing them him thing. Okay, all right.
I'm doing him themed audio recordings. So I couldn't whip out the big ones because it's early in the season. Yeah, so I'm gonna do it all season, right? I'm doing it all season. Hey, so man, I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, man. Hey, Kerry Cox, wishing your sister a speedy recovery, bro. Yeah, for real.
To all of you in the chat, man, all out there in Knicks Nation, we all going through something, man. Prayers and good vibes to you all.
All of it.
Because I'm gonna tell you now, it may seem rough right now, but any day you get to open your eyes, it's a good day.
It's a good day.
Live, like I said, live to fight another day, and then and then the sun will break through on those clouds when you least expect it, man, and just keep strong, man. So I can say, like Tribe will say, just push it along, it along, man, push it along.
Yeah, man. Keep it moving. Yeah, man. So I'm gonna copy the link to it. So I'm gonna copy the link to it and put it in this chat here. So
I had to tell you this, Reeve, since I'm on here with you. So we just put hands and feet on Detroit, right?
Yep.
I work with a cat from Detroit, and all of a sudden he's just been on one, just talking.
Yeah.
I told him, I was like, man, if I want to hear unnecessary noise, man, I'll go eat me a bunch of beans and eggs and go sit in the bathroom for a minute.
Smoke a cigarette.
Smoke me a cigarette while I'm doing all that. Get my pack of cools.
Yeah.
So, and he just kept talking, and he's like, "I bet you $100 that we're gonna beat." I was like, "Bruh, I don't want to take your money."
Right.
I don't. I said, "Man, look, you stand a better chance of winning. You couldn't win in a wet paper bag with a chainsaw and 4 grenades, bro."
Right. Right. And two chances.
Yeah. And with the refs paid off.
Yeah. And with the refs paid off, bro.
So, fast forward, man. Now, I hadn't heard nothing from this cat, man. He's so quiet, you can hear a mouse pissing on cotton in church.
Right. Ain't it?
Yeah.
He's so quiet. You can hear a feather landing on a blade of grass. Yeah.
Man,
that quiet.
You can hear a gnat fart.
Yeah.
And I just enjoy it. And my first name, my original first name, right? My first name is Petty, last name Paul. So I'm about to be real petty, hit him up. I told him, man, I like.
Nice to meet you, Petty Paul. I'm Petty Murphy. I'm Petty Murphy. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man. I enjoy this, man. I enjoy this. I'm out here on the West Coast, of course, San Diego, which is a lot Laker land down here. And I'm rocking my Knicks, I'm rocking my Knicks gear. And cats, man, y'all sure look good right now, man. You guys look good. I was like, yeah. I mean, don't doubt the orange and blue. Hey, man, I'm basking in all this ambiance, man. I'm soaking it all in. I mean, I even had some Laker cats try to talk trash, and then I go back looking for them. I can't find them.
No, you can't find them because they got on their Golden State Warrior stuff.
Yeah, you know what? That's what it is. They flipped the script. They're going with Golden State. Well, and they're probably gonna switch up since Golden State just lost again tonight. They 2-2.
What?
Yeah,
they lost. So I got to troll. They 2-2. I got to troll my man, Uncle Alchemy. I don't know if you remember Uncle Alchemy, but he came on the show one time. Yeah, the Golden State Warriors guy. I gotta troll him just because of that. Let me see. Where's Twitter at?
They just lost to Phoenix. Klay Thompson got ejected for the first time in his career, and guess how many points he had for the whole game? 2.
What?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. DJ Cash hit me up on Twitter, bro. He hilarious. But let me do. Oh, geez. I'm trying to. You know what? I'll do it after the show. I'll do it after the show. Yeah. But the thing is, man, the Golden State Warriors lost. What?
Yeah, man. But look at it like this here. And shout out to Alawaz. You see what he put in the chat? OKC beat the Clips, which I saw that and I was surprised. And the Nets, man, the Nets got beat up by the Pels.
Wow.
Hey, and the Pels, granted, I know the season just started. It's still in the infancy stage of the season.
Right.
But we got the better record in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
They are over. Zip, zero, nada, nut.
Yeah, bro. I ain't even. Wow, 134 to 105.
Yeah,
cheese and crackers.
Yeah, man.
The Pelicans beat the Mavericks without Zion and Brandon Ingram. Yeah, and Herb Jones.
Yeah, hey,
bro, that's crazy.
And my thing is, hey, Knicks Nation, we pray, hey, we rooting for everybody that play against Dallas.
Yeah.
Anybody play against Dallas, put the boots to them, because we got that first round pick, and this is the draft. And then it's just a beautiful day. It's you're looking at this right now, and Knicks Nation is just so beautiful. It's like a nice spring day here in Cali.
Yeah, man.
You got Uncle Cleophas over on the grill, and Arthur Lee and Clarence over there lying about the damn.
I know a guy named Cleophas. I used to. So forget, you probably know this, man. I know Cleophas, right? Cleophas looked like the dude Cleophas I know. He looked like Woodrow from Sanford and Son.
Yeah, that's basically how Cleophas looked.
Right. You remember Woodrow? Drunk Woodrow.
Always drunk, yeah.
I used to see Cleophas. I used to be like, hey, Mr. Cleophas, pull your shoes up. Right? Because every time I see him, he used to have high water pants.
Yeah, man. Hey, high water pants with the white tube socks and some hush puppies.
Yes. Pull them hush puppies up, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But anyway, this thing, yo, shout out Hotline Bling, yo. But this thing that we going through right now, the feeling of it is like Nirvana.
It is.
It's like you getting all the stuff that you wanted to see, and you winning at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So you get to see the kids do good, right? You get to see Tom Thibodeau rotations be what you want.
Yeah.
The front office ain't engaged in those stupid rumors.
Oh man, yeah.
You know how quiet the front office is right now.
Man, look, hey, like I said, quiet than a mouse in church pissing on cotton.
Yeah, so you're getting all these good things, man. It's like I'm trying to think of the different word for Nirvana, but I think Nirvana is the word, right? Where everything is going right.
Yeah, it's so tranquil and peaceful. You in that, you like I said, you basking in that ambiance. It's just everything is good. You know what it is? It's like when you get you a nice sipping, you get a nice thing of yak, and it's nice and chill. And you can sip on it with a nice cigar.
Yeah,
listen to the nice cigar with listening to some Frankie Beverly and Mays. Like that, you know.
Yeah, man. I be in that mode that you just said. I'd be like a nice cigar and a real thick port, like something French, not Italian. I don't like Italian ports. I like something French out of the northern valleys of France. Like a nice, nothing with bubbles in it. I don't like champagne. I think that's champagne. That's bougie as hell. Like wine, all champagne is wine is wine with bubbles in it, right? I like a nice port. You know what I'm saying? Something strong and smooth at the same time in a cigar, listening to Marvin Gaye's Trouble Man soundtrack. You know what I'm saying? Man. Euphoria. Otherwise, that's exactly it. Like this feeling of euphoria. That's where we at right now.
I mean, it's a beautiful thing because, you know, all this drama been going on around the league.
Yeah.
Knicks ain't nowhere near that.
Nowhere near it.
You know, like MC Ren said, quiet on the set, I'm about to begin.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
Yeah. And the thing about it is, I don't see an end in sight unless a player gets selfish and rocks the boat.
Exactly. And you know, and I've never been one because, you know, I always try to be middle of the road as I possibly can. I've never been Obi Hive or Randle Hive. Now I ain't gonna lie, I said I like Deuce. I was like Deuce, D block, because I just like the kid's defense. However, to be honest with you, man, you know, he's not ready. However, that's not where I'm going. Where I want to go is this. Shout out to Julius Randle.
Right.
You know, that man has been lambasted, ran over by trucks. He been given the grill, everything. And Julius has been playing some good ball. I think right now he's starting off better than he did in his MIP year. Right. The way he's moving the ball, he's sharing, and even staying in control with dealing with the refs. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the key master is doing his thing because you see the team has gotten even better with ball distribution.
Playing together, bro.
Yeah.
Playing together. Unselfish.
Unselfish, man. So, you know, I know a lot of people hated Randle because they didn't want Randle in New York in the first place because they wanted KD. And that wasn't the big name that we got. They wanted, but this is who we got. And, you know, the man playing ball, man, you got to give him his props, man. Yeah. And then the way he was playing defense the other night, you see how he was playing defense? Yeah. That's the thing. And then he still, even with Brunson still on the team, he still, look at his assists. Yeah. He's still doing it. So
and it just proves that Julius Randle was never selfish. It's just when your team chemistry is off, it affects everyone. Not just when team chemistry is off, it doesn't affect one player. It affects everybody, man.
Yeah, exactly. And then a lot of his shots weren't falling, and I think a lot of it he was forcing. He tried to put too much on his shoulder. Now
Clearly.
everybody is working. Only problem, and I said, I know RJ starts slow, you know, and look, a lot of it is RJ, he's kind of like the consolation prize because he was the third. We got the third pick. Because truth be told, I knew if we had the second pick, job would be wearing the blue and orange.
Yep.
Yeah. But I will say this: RJ's free throws got better. He just got to get that.
He just don't go. He just don't go enough.
Yeah, and the problem is tunnel vision. The man got tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision, man.
Because he missed some passes, some folk that was going. But the other person I want to give a shout out to is my man Cam. Because I've been pulling for him. I wanted him here originally before they even talked about the trade. When I heard the trade rumors that possibly, and then we pulled the trigger because he holds a position that we need. That's that three.
Let me ask you this, yes, right? And because I want to give you props and credit. So I don't know if you remember our conversation we had right before the Quentin Grimes draft, and we were picking 19 and 21. Mm-hmm. And every night, me and G-Man would come on, and G-Man would say, "I need Sharif Cooper," and I would tell G-Man, "No, trade that pick to the Atlanta Hawks for Cam Reddish."
Yes,
and one night you came on one night because we had did it that was the conversation for like a month.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Me and G-Man were like, bro, nah, I don't want no Sharif Cooper. Go get Cam Reddish right now, draft night.
That's what I was saying. Because I said it was me and Alawaz talked about this, and even I talked with shout out to Ron. Man, I got to give him a holler. He called me earlier today. I got
to call Ron too. Yeah.
And it was three. And I remember you and I talked about it, Freeze. And I told you, just three small forwards I would like to see in New York if we can get, because we need them. I said Kelly Oubre.
Right.
People had rumors about that. The next one I said was Robert Covington. People were like, "Oh God, he's old, he's washed up, blah blah blah." Yeah. And I said Cam Reddish. Those are the three. Well, and then I had to throw in a fourth one would have been Harrison Barnes if you could get
Harrison Barnes. Yeah. I remember.
At the time. But I was like, I wanted Cam because of the age. It matches what we were, what we were building towards with his team, and. I wasn't even thinking about anything with a connection to Zion or whatever. I'm looking at the position he holds and what he can bring. And he got 7 easy points last night. I mean, he came off the bench. Granted, that's all he got was 7, but that 7 was the timeliness of his scoring.
Yeah.
Accelerate and push things the way it pushed. Yeah. I'm loving what he had. And the other thing is Cam making it hard on Tibbs now, because I know he loved him some Quentin Grimes. But Cam is making it hard on Tibbs, because you're gonna have to prove to me why you're gonna cut into Cam's minutes to put Grimes in when Cam is playing the way he's playing.
I'm gonna say this to you, Soulfinger. I saw RJ and Cam in a huddle with Tibbs. And Tibbs was looking Cam Reddish and his eyeballs locked in, coaching him up. And RJ Barrett had this look like, "What about me?" on his face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That first half, RJ was horrendous.
Yeah, it was at the end of the game. We were down by 3 to Memphis. And Tibbs was like, go. And because at the time he was talking, he had pulled Cam Reddish towards him, right? And then at the end of the thing, he pushed Cam, go. RJ stood there looking at Tibbs. Tibbs walked away, right? So they draw up the Reggie Bullock play. And Jalen Brunson gets into the paint. They collapse the paint. He kicks out to Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish hits the 3 to tie the game. Mm-hmm. Right? And so for those that don't think little things mean a lot, bro, I think little things mean a lot, man. Over the course of the season. Yeah. Over the course of the season, you know what I'm saying? You see that him showing that faith in Cam Reddish in that little spot, bro, that probably meant something to Cam.
Mm-hmm. It did. And I'm gonna tell you, you know what else? You remember the Memphis game when Cam went off on IQ?
Right.
when he didn't pass, when he missed him with that pass,
I remember that.
ball.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
He cussed him. He told him, pass me the effing ball.
Yep.
Fast forward to
because he missed Obi and Cam. He missed Obi and Cam, bro.
Yeah. But then let's fast forward. IQ had a hell of a game.
The next
time he's been playing better and better. But what was beautiful was that pass he hit Cam on. It was a beautiful pass. And see, now it's just they starting to rock and they starting to gel. And I know RJ. It's I see it in the chat and stuff. You got some that's pro RJ. You have some that are anti RJ, or some just gonna be hard on it because of where he was picked. I'm giving the young fella time because his scoring may not be going, but he did get some boards. Yeah. But what didn't for me overall game, one assist is not good.
No, that's not good.
That's not good. It's not good at all. And that's that tunnel vision. And I think a lot of it is he's trying to force his game because he's trying to play up to that contract. Right. Because with all the incentives he can get all this, but he's trying too hard instead of letting the game come to him. And it's like it was last season. He's regressed in that aspect, and I think he'll lock back on. So, I'm hoping that we don't have to wait for him to get it together within the first 20 games, and within less than 20 games. I'm hoping within the next game or two, because he's been in the league 4 years, so it's really no excuse.
It's his fourth season. Ain't no excuses no more. It's like Mitchell Robinson. It's like Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, 5th year. I'm not looking for him to expand his offense no more.
No.
This is 5th season. He had 5 off seasons to improve his offense. He ain't did it yet. Hey, you got to bring in a Hartenstein.
Yeah, and shout out to iHeart. He may not do iHeart does the things that Mitch can do. And I like to change up.
Right.
I like to change up. Because iHeart can get you out there, and he can. He'll stretch the floor, and a lot of us wanted. A lot of Knicks Nation wanted Miles Turner because he could shoot that 3.
Right.
But iHeart has that energy and and he's becoming the new go to float.
Yep.
It's just the thing, all that energy he brings. But with RJ, I can't go easy on him because, bro, you had 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm hoping within the next 2 to 3 games that he gets consistent. I would like to see him make better.
I think it's gonna be longer than that, also, Finger.
I'm with you. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, and I'm with you on that. But I'm trying to be optimistic. Damn, I got that bow-leg tongue late at night. But I gotta agree with a lot of the brothers and sisters in the chat when it comes to RJ, because people are frustrated because of the slow starts. And he's got to get it together. Quit trying to press the game. Let it come to you. Because way Randle, look, he needs to take a page out of Randle's playbook, how he's doing it. Because Randle let the game come to him, man.
Yeah. And you know what? And so people will say it's because Randle is a 9th-year player. But nah, because when we got Randle, guess what? He was a 5th-year player when we got. He had played 5 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
He had played 4 with the Lakers and 1 with the Pelicans. When we got him, he was going into his 6th season, right? Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? It's not like Randle had all this stuff in his bag, right? It's like he had but he was a willing learner, and he was willing to learn on the job in the worst city to learn.
Yeah, definitely. But I'm gonna tell you, I would really like to see, and I know this is why I'm probably get hit over the head. I'm gonna get hit over the head, neck, and shoulders.
Yeah.
When I say this, but I would rather see RJ go back to the 2.
Yeah.
Because I want to see Cam at the 3.
I would like to see. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm giving RJ 5 games, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's good, Head? I'm giving RJ 5 games, bro. And if RJ in 5 games ain't improved, I'm considering diminishing RJ Barrett's minutes.
You may have to, and those minutes you cut from RJ, you slide them over to Cam. Right. Yeah, man.
I seriously got to consider, because like I was telling Steph earlier that RJ Barrett is the only Knicks player that lives in a world with zero consequences for his actions.
It is true.
Yeah, if Randle was 3 for 18,
yeah.
If Randle was 3 for 18, we'd have traded him to Toronto for their mascot. You know what I'm saying? We'd have been trying to run Randle out of town so bad. Yo, Johnny Davis is in the building. What's good, man?
What's going down? Heck, salute to my man, Heck.
Knicks Morning Brew's in the building.
Nick Morning Brew. That's that Java juice right there, son.
Yeah, man. Where's this? Yo, where is the Giants Morning Brew? No, Jets Morning Brew? What's good? And anyway. Man, child, I understand what you're saying about RJ, but listen to what we're saying though. Like, take what we're saying in context. Knicks fans are tired of RJ Barrett and slow starts every year, right? This is not just 3 games and we want to throw RJ away. This is every year. We got RJ Barrett got to get his motor going, got to get into a season, this is year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4 RJ every year, right? And you would think after 3 years, he would be over that. Mm-hmm. But now we going into year 4 and we know that RJ Barrett is off to a slow start. That's what's frustrating us, bro.
It's frustrating. And I'm an easygoing cat when it comes to it. Freezy, I don't really go at anybody hard. And I just call it like look at how they play. And I can even pull up, I can look at some stats and stuff myself. But let's be honest, even for those in the RJ hive, and I'm pulled for RJ because he was our third, our third pick in the draft. Yeah. That's a high pick. But he's just not coming off like you would expect. Even if he wasn't scoring, do something else to offset your lack of scoring.
Like be elite defensively. Can you be elite defensively? Or hey, Craig McQueen is in the building. Payback Carter, what's good? Bro, man, hey, a cat ran through my yard, man, and my dog Benny is losing his mind. I do what the old people say. I put him out the door. when I do this right here. So I put him out the door, and a cat must have ran across the yard because he out there losing his mind.
Well, it's better a cat. It's better a cat than a polecat.
Yeah, or a cat burglar, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you. I would say though, this RJ Barrett slow start thing is maddening because we already seen it 3 times in a row, and then the 4th year in a row when it looks like the same thing is about to happen. Not no professional athlete.
Yeah, because it's what I put it. I ache in it too. I say it like this, Freeze. It's like going to the chicken shack and find out they ran out of chicken thighs.
Yeah.
What you mean you ran out of chicken thighs?
Yeah.
What the? Yeah. So.
Yeah.
And it is man, because we all know RJ puts in work.
Right. We all know that.
We know that. It's just that, and then like I said, a lot of it is a mental thing. I honestly and truly think that he's letting a contract override him. Right. He's trying to prove that I deserve this contract, and therefore his game is reflecting that instead of he's playing tight.
Right. And Soulfinger, the money don't even kick in until next year.
Yeah. But he's hearing it. He's feeling it. Right. And my thing is to RJ is just, young fella, just let your game come to you. Yeah.
Let the game come to you. It's like what Tibbs was saying last year. The last 2 seasons, Tibbs had to call him out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The last 2 seasons. Last year, Tibbs called him out. He was like, yeah, RJ ain't coming in the gym putting up the shots he used to put up. And then you see RJ, all of a sudden, you see RJ kick it in the gear. And the year before that, Tibbs is like, yeah, you got to focus on being, if you want to be respected as a pro, you can't look at such and such and such. And then RJ kicked it in the gear.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Did. And see, my thing is like we've crucified, and we've all, even though I try, I try to be as middle of the road as I can. I'm guilty of crucifying some cats, man, wrecking them over the coals.
Right.
Like I said, I was getting tight with IQ, and I like IQ. That's I call him the new Benny Microwave Johnson 2.0.
Right.
But
right.
I gotta admit, the last couple of games, besides his worst game so far, and I know it's 3 games. The season is in his infant style. Actually, the season is still in his embryo stage.
Yeah.
The first game, IQ looked bad, with the thing. But the thing is he was grabbing boards too.
Yeah.
He's getting, so that's something you got to look at as well. He's IQ's getting rebounds, and yeah, he's gonna chuck in 1 or 2. That's just in his DNA. But he's been playing the last couple of games. He plays some solid ball, and it's just that it's not that RJ is trying to do he's trying too hard. Like I said, you can try to force it. It's just like when you're playing spades and you don't have that 10 hand, but yet you still want to bet that 10, and then you get booked, knowing you can only make 8.
No, but 10 looks so good.
Yeah, it looks so good.
Yeah, I've been there before. I ain't gonna lie.
As I said, if you play the game, we all guilty of it.
Yeah, we try to make it stretch, especially in the hands before that. You done seen like the 8 of hearts walk. You're like, how the 8 of hearts?
8 of hearts, yeah.
Oh God, how the hell the 8 of hearts walk?
Or make it so bad, a four club.
You're like, God, dog it. And you talking about at the end, and all the Trump's gone, and the 4 club just what? You like, oh, man, yeah. I wish there was somebody in the chat that knew something about spades aside from me and you, bro.
Yeah, man.
I need to get me a spades club together. You know what I'm saying? I need to get me a spades club together. You know what I'm saying? Get me a spades club together where I can run it, show it on the video of it live on YouTube. I need to get something like that together. Anybody in the chat play spades? Yeah. Holding the aces to the end. Why are you holding the ace? Yeah, man.
Hey, I see what Sharon. Yeah, I know how to renege. You get caught up like that and lose them books too.
Yeah, lose them books.
You gotta learn. Hey, but you gotta learn how to pitch off.
Yeah.
I mean, we play spades, but on my 2, I'm gonna tell you, when I was in Freeze on all my boats, only thing we played with bones. That was the thing right there, man. We played bones from sun up to sun. Even when I was with my Marine unit, back with the Marines, played bones. That was the thing.
Yeah, man. Yo, look who here. What's good, boss?
Hey,
Nice
it's
is in the building. Who?
Salute, Nice.
Salute, brothers.
Man, it's been, last time I seen you, Nice, we've been in the chat together, been on the panel together. I think Jesus was still a baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Hey, the good thing is, it's a blessing to be here. Salute to everybody in the panel, in the chat. But it's a blessing. Yeah. Have you seen the next game? Everything is looking pretty good, just like you said, Freezy, early on.
Yeah.
But
it's like Nirvana.
Man, yeah. I told you, man. We're sitting on the front porch with some. Actually, right now I got some Bobby Blue Bland playing and some Strawberry Hill in the cup.
Soulfinger, you a fool, man.
Yeah, I'm sitting out there with my pack of cools.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Bump the Newports. Give me them pack of cools, baby.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like, Nice. First of all, it's good to see you, bro. I hope all has been well since the last time we saw each other, man.
Grinding it out, brother. Grinding it out.
Yeah, man.
Getting that paper.
Yeah, get that paper, man. Get that paper. Yeah, man. I'm in this weird place with the Knicks, man. It's like I can't be mad at whatever happens.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like in this now. I'll critique things and things like sort. You know what I'm saying? In terms of the Knicks, I might get a little frustrated with Knicks fans, but in terms of Knicks, I can't be mad right now, bro.
You know, it's like I said, it's a nice thing. You know, we can watch. You know what it is, fellas in the chat. I think this is the Jalen Brunson effect. Hear me out. Hear me out. Since this regime came in, who was the other point guard we had?
Oh God.
Who were the point guards we had?
Can we be acting like that season never happened?
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. We still saw flaws in the game because other players weren't able to step up or move. They couldn't. They couldn't tie them in. You know what I'm saying? You enter Jalen Brunson, and like I said, he's not the savior. He's the key master.
Right.
The way he's playing, even when his game is down, he's kind of like whatever. He still has a solid game. And other players are playing good around him. Even when he's in foul trouble, the man's still getting you 7 assists.
Yep.
What is he's still scoring 20 or at least 16 to 20 a game? It's only 3 games. I understand.
Yeah, it's a small sample size, but
it's very small. It's a teaspoon, but that teaspoon is more or less like them big wooden spoons that your grandma, your mom, your auntie
somebody used to have on the wall.
On the wall, yeah. that's where we at. To have and look, New York City is about point guard play, right? Knicks about point guard play. We have a bona fide point guard,
right?
And he affects change. He's affecting change, and you see the team is even rallying around him, and the team is kind of taking on that toughness, that silent toughness, because the man is out there putting his body on the line. How many, Kimba did a couple of times, but Kimba was out there with a third of a kneecap.
A third, a sliver.
Yeah. And he couldn't bring together because he's a scorer.
Right. And then plus I think Kimba was just trying to recapture his superstardom. I don't think he bought into the Week 15.
No,
the Big 15.
He didn't. I honestly truly believe he didn't. And like I said, it was a lot of things going on with that season. With the whole coming home world tour and all that. So it's but I think the key master is the big part because we got a point guard. We actually got a point guard and we're feeling it. We're feeling the effects.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Dre, what's good, brother?
Peace to everybody else on the panel. I wanted to chime in. See, I seen a conversation you were having, and I'm a holdout. I'm a holdout. I see a lot of great that Randle is doing, but I remember at the beginning of last year he was averaging like 26, 12, and like 4 at the beginning of the season. Then it went downhill. But I don't believe it will go downhill because of certain things in his game that he's actually changed. He's making quicker decisions. He's going downhill. He's running a lot of. I don't want to toot my own horn a bit, but we're running a bit of that short pick and roll.
Hey, bro, don't get your Dizzy Gillespie on. Toot your horn, dog.
We're running a bit of that short pick and roll, and he's actually hitting Mitch in the dump down, or he's going for the floater. He's added that to his game as well.
Exactly.
Yo, he hit Mitch with that wraparound bounce pass in traffic.
Wasn't it lovely?
He should have never threw that pass because first of all, the defense saw it coming and he telegraphed it. But it sent a message to Mitch, like, "Yo, I'm trying to get you the ball."
Get your
Right,
hands ready.
and Mitch, and no lie, Mitch gets it, dunks so fast, he dunks quick, so he could get back to Randle and dap up Randle.
Yeah.
Y'all saw that? Remember, Mitch
Mitch
usually do the hammer dunks, the hammer dunk, and he hang on the rim and then drop down, and then but with that he was like, bang, good job, Randle.
And there was another instance where Randle. There was another instance where Randle tried to get him the ball and he missed, like he messed up and didn't pass him the ball. And Mitch was like, "You good, bro? Like you good, bro? I know you looking out for me." Like you can tell his decision making is a little bit different now.
Yeah,
and like
we didn't see that before.
And like it feels like he's watched a bit of Draymond's game and he's trying to add it to his own game as far as
he
getting
made,
the ball
but
going downhill.
He made, but you know, in the press conference, he referenced his man overseas. Did you see that?
No,
Julius
I didn't see that.
He referenced his man from overseas in helping him redefine his game. He did it in like.
I bet you his man suggested a floater, 100%.
Yeah. He suggested Randle start playing the Euro game. He was like, "Yo, start playing the Euro game."
You know, I got a suggestion. Because he's got the money. Mitch got his money coming. Yeah. And along with Obi as well. I suggest that they, in all season, go down there and train with a king. That's just me.
Wow.
Just for some footwork.
Yeah, for footwork. It's only two people I would say that they need to train with regarding footwork, and that's a king and the man of 1,000 moves, Kevin McHale.
Yeah.
Those are the cats that I think. So, but
I was thinking,
but I'm loving what I'm seeing though. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not ready to jump off a bridge, but I'm pleased. And Dre, you brought up a good point because I saw that, and I'm seeing more cats come up to Randle, high five them, and it's like it's going back to that time when we had Theo Pinson, on the squad. Yeah. Because when we had Theo Pinson, everybody was together. Now, if anything, man, they just need to trade and bring Theo Pinson back. You don't have to play, but he was like that. Just bring them back, bro. So
camaraderie.
Yeah.
I want to mention one more thing because of Brunson's stability, we're actually number one in turnover to assist ratio at the moment.
Exactly.
Like we're getting assists. We're not tossing the ball out of bounds as much, or just dribbling into help defense. We're just dribbling and kicking and getting the ball moving. And then we have a stability. Because of Brunson's stability, he helps us like not get into awkward situations offensively. Like he'll see us struggle to get a couple points, and he'll like, okay. When the Magic came back and took the lead in the third quarter, Brunson was like, okay, let me settle this down.
71-70. 71-70.
He's like, you know what? I'm gonna settle this down. I'm gonna get to my spot. I'm gonna take my shots in the Florida offense. It's not gonna be clunky. It's not gonna be awkward. I'm gonna get what real quick to stabilize the momentum and get us right back on track. And then after that, it just kept rolling. After that,
right?
You need a stabilizer. He may not be like the superstar that'll take over from moment to moment, but it's the little things, the nuances, the high IQ things, the presence of mind things that you need. There's another thing I want to mention from Randle as far as leadership. He saw that Barrett was struggling, and he went out his way to feed him a few times in the first half, just to get him going, get his spirits back up, get his head back into the game. It didn't work out. But you could see he's actively trying to get certain guys going because certain guys mean a lot more to this team when they're going.
Yeah, because in the long run.
Yeah, because you saw that. I saw when they went. It was when they were going to a break. They called a timeout. Randle went over to RJ, and you saw him talking to him. And it's like he's almost telling him, "Hold your head up. We got you. We got you."
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you seeing that more so from Randle. And like I said, I'm actually, like I said, I'm pulling for Randle because I really want Randle to make another All-Star, make it to the All-Star get to the All-Star team this year. I don't care if he's second, if he's coming off the bench, as long as he can make it. So he can prove a lot of the things, because all right.
It was in that one season wonder.
Yeah. I think he can. I think with the addition of Brunson, he can actually achieve that.
Right.
But I think a lot with Brunson on the team, we're going to see cats on this team be mentioned for some stuff, for a few things. It's just me. Like I said, it's not trying. Granted, it is only a teaspoon size of the season. The season is still in the embryo stage, but I'm looking for us to build on top of what we are already starting to go. And there's already some good vibes already.
Yeah.
I wanted to show you a tweet, Freezy. Give me a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna show you a tweet that perfectly contextualizes like how Randle has changed his game a bit. Let me find the StreamYard and I'll drop it in the private chat. You might want to drop it in the stream as well. But it shows the actual like his shot chart, his shot selection is a bit different now.
Okay. All right. So I may not be able to do it because I'm on the laptop and the laptop just yeah.
Well, you can just read it off if you want to.
Yeah. Let me see what's gonna. It's not even opening yet. My laptop is just the Wi-Fi on it is just. So what's this in reference to? Like aside from the shot chart, what's it? Is it like a specific spot on the floor?
I'll read the tweet out to you. Julius Randle's 1,243 shots last season, 2.1% were floaters. Randle has already attempted 5 floaters out of his 47, which is 10% on the season. And he's 4 out of 5 on them thus far. Huge development for Julius's game and efficiency. And Brunson's pick and roll has been the key to unlocking that. The short roll.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
The key master.
Because a lot of that would be last year. If Julius Randle would have caught the ball at the free throw line extended, he would try to bury his head down and go directly to the rim.
Right.
And then he would run into a double team. Now he can see a double team, pass out of it, or throw the floater up to avoid the help defense. So it's certain things that he's doing that's actually changed. But I would like to see more consistency. I want to see it for an extended amount of time, 10, 15, 20 games, But even in just 3 games, you can notice directly, like immediately, the change in his shot selection and his decision making. It may not be perfect every game, but you can see the wheels turning and that he's trying to change. And having better players on the court also helps that, of course. Brunson on the court makes his decision making easier.
Gotta love it, man. Like I said, that's next level. That's moving towards next level. I just, like I said, I know it's like I know a lot of thinking it's too, this love affair for Randle. It's not a love affair for Randle because I'm not like Randle Hive like that. But I gotta give. I'm happy for the man. I really am. After what he went through last season, man. His last season, man, compared to old Rusty Monkey Foot. That's how ugly his game. Everything was going, man.
It's like go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, but this whole thing that throughout the whole season of last season, I was still hesitant to speak about Julius Randle. Even though he was playing the way he was playing, the only reason I didn't want to say nothing, it was because it was like night and day what we saw 2 seasons prior and what we saw last season. And if you put everything in the balance, you'd be like, well, we had Alfred Payton. And yes, of course, Alfred Payton is not a marquee name like Kemba Walker. But at the same time, we can't be biased. Kemba Walker could not keep up. Kemba Walker, till this day, I still hear in my sleep, help! And then you start seeing Julius Randle trying to help, and it's like one of those, bro. That now Julius Randle needs to stop doing what he's doing to help out, and it's like as much as I want to trust you, I can't trust you to do what you're supposed to do. So it was like a back and forth thing. Now we see a big difference that he doesn't even need to look at whoever Jalen Brunson is guarding. He's only focused on whoever he's guarding, whoever is in front of him. And that's the big difference. But one thing that I just wanted to point out, this team is giving me goosebumps. Have you guys? I'm pretty sure you guys seen it because we all Knicks fan, and everybody in the panel, everybody in the chat, we all Knicks fan. I'm pretty sure everybody called this. The bench came in. There was a play that they passed the ball over 7 times.
Yeah,
the last player was camaraderie taking a 3.
Yeah.
What actually happened when they put in the starters?
Starters turned it back up. They took it to it. They kept it pushing. They kept moving the ball. They turned it up even more, and then they bust the game open.
Bro, they passed it 6 times. 6 times they passed it, and I'm like, bro, this is something special that we see him.
But it would have been even better if RJ shot was going, because RJ was getting a lot of open looks and he was just missing.
But
in the first half.
Let me just make a point real quick. And this is not no shots at RJ at all. People misunderstand me or my take. Everybody believes that I'm an RJ hater. I'm not an RJ hater. I'm just being brutally honest. Like, you guys remember, I'm pretty sure you guys remember what was like 5 seasons ago, it was Frank Ntilikina high. Nobody wanted to trade Frank Ntilikina. Then it was Knox. And it's like, bro,
RJ's way better than the dudes. Just to be clear, he's way more better.
It could be, but I just want to give credit where credit is due. I'm not going to go based on what I believe, what you did a season prior, what you did 2 games prior. I'm only counting or assessing the game of the previous game. That's it. It's one game at a time, one game at a time. Because as much as we want to see each player doing good, we are Knicks fan. Even right now, of as much as yes, RJ Barrett has a fan base, and I love it. All credits to him. But RJ Barrett might not even be here by the end of the season. And the only reason I'm making this, let's say this take, is because that's how business goes. Nobody that's playing for the Knicks, there's no type of guarantee that's guaranteeing us that each and every player that's playing for the Knicks is going to be here for the rest of the next 2 or 3 years. So we need to stop it. Like, if RJ Barrett is playing, let's give him his applause. Let's give him his cake, like everything. Let's feel proud for him. But if Julius Randle is balling out, forget about, I'm not going to jump that train. I'm jumping that train. You want to know why? Because this is what I want to keep on seeing.
You would trade him. You would trade Julius Randle, is what you're saying?
No. Jumping the train. In other words, like.
Oh, the train. I thought you said trade.
Yeah. No.
Train.
Jumping that
you
train.
Said train.
Train.
Yeah. My fault.
Nah, you good, bro. Jumping that train in a sense that if I like what I'm seeing, I'm going to hype it up. And I'm not hyping it up saying that I'm predicting what's going to happen in the future. But this is what I want to see. I want Julius Randle. I want RJ Barrett, that whenever they doing good, they see that the fan base, they appreciate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm sick of, but listen to this real quick. This real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm sick and tired of listening. And I'm not saying neither one of you guys are doing it, but I'm just saying that there's many people that are saying that, well, I just don't know what Julius ran. I just don't know what RJ. Listen, if you love the team so much, it doesn't matter who's doing bad, who's doing good. Have the mentality, next man up. If RJ Barrett, he's not producing, just produce somewhere else. Help the team win. Let another player take the shot. That night that we had Memphis playing against our Knicks, I wanted to see camaraderie keep on taking that shot.
Right.
And RJ is just sometimey with his playmaking. He's just sometimes, because he had the game earlier. Well, the game before last, and he was passing, and then he's just super sometimey with it.
Grizzly, he went
sometime
3 to 18. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Nice. I feel you though. So to what Nice is saying, like if ultimately if we're bought into the total team success and say your playmaking, regardless if it's defense, offense, passing, transition, free throws, if it's a detriment to the team, then do something else and let somebody else cook. Yeah, that has been my knock with RJ Barrett, and I'm glad Nice said it. I'm with you on it because if you noticed, as soon as Randle started to get cold against Orlando, Randle started doing other stuff. And if you remember at the beginning of the game when his shot wasn't going, Randle was on the boards. Randle had more rebounds than points. And then his shots started coming along, and then he started scoring, right? But then he was scoring and rebounding at the same time, right? But when RJ's shot's not going,
man,
you don't know what you're going to get. And it's no knock on RJ the person. We love RJ the person.
Yeah.
But RJ the player, but when RJ the player is struggling, you need to do other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Freeze I call that the Forrest Gump effect. You know what I mean by that? It's like a box of chocolates. You just don't know what you're gonna get.
If there was one thing that I really appreciate from RJ Barrett when Julius Randle had that season, I'm pretty sure you remember Freezy that you heard these takes from me, because I remember that was when I started coming to the Man show, and I kept on saying it. Oh, but RJ is having a bad game. Hey, you know something? I don't care about RJ. The way RJ is defending and contributing in other ways, it matters. Right. It's more than enough right now. Where is that RJ?
Where is that RJ at?
RJ used to play defense. He wasn't, bro. He did not look this bad. I don't know what are we looking at right now. It's like they clone RJ. And somebody screwed up the cloning procedure because they gave us half of what it was RJ.
Yeah. I agree with you.
It's the contract, Nice. Now that's going on now, but before then, I think what it is with RJ, he's looking at Zion and
his contemporaries, man.
There you go, Dre. You picking up what I'm putting down on that, because he's looking at them. He's looking at what they're doing, and he's trying to get that, because RJ's supposed to be the face of the franchise, right? But he's not.
He has an ego. He's a human, man. Like he may try to like put on a stone face where, oh, I don't really watch what other guys make. I'm perfectly happy with what I got. But it's just like, if you like, he's legit one of the most decorated players before, like one of the most decorated amateur players of all time.
Right.
So like, and when he sees guys that come up in his draft or after him do certain things, he wants to be in the recognition next to them. And when he didn't get the All NBA rookie or whatever, you know, that was motivation in itself. And then the year after that, he came back shooting 40% from three. So,
and another one, Dre. You know, another one, fellas, is the under 25 players. That's outstanding under 25 players, and RJ wasn't on there, but they had two cats that are not even in the NBA anymore. This playing or something like that. So that's another slap in the face to him. So he's on a mission trying to prove everybody wrong, but at the detriment of his own game and the team.
I'm gonna sum it up. Hey, Nice. I'm gonna sum it up with that. He don't. Yeah, that work he put in. Hey, Dre. I'm not trying to disparage your point, but that work he put in is bullshit work. RJ Barrett put in that bullshit work during the summertime, right? And so I'm not knocking RJ, but this is what you see from RJ, right? Nice. This is what you see from RJ. I got two things I want to say real quick. When you saw the off-season workout videos, you always saw RJ doing that BS quick twitch dribble at the top of the key, getting around, going to the basket. RJ Barrett, getting to the basket was never your problem.
finishing.
It's what you do when you get there. It's what you do when you get to the basket has always been your problem. You know what I'm saying? And so, Chad, I don't mean to offend y'all, but y'all know RJ Barrett don't have a problem getting to the rim. So why is he working on it in the offseason? Getting to the rim has never been RJ Barrett's problem. It's finishing at the rim and reading the defense at the rim, getting others involved, right? That's what I'm saying. That's BS workout, man, RJ Barrett. I don't even want to. Don't waste my time, right? And here's the other thing. Too, right? RJ Barrett, all summer, what makes you a superstar is how high your assist percentage is, right? Like your assist percentage has to be in at least in the mid-20s or higher, right? RJ Barrett, in a season in which he struggled some, his assist percentage was 14.9, right? Take a wild guess what RJ Barrett's assist percentage. Guess what his assist percentage is right now? Just take the wildest of guesses.
Probably like 12. Probably like 12.
About 12, right? About 12, right? Right now, RJ Barrett's assist percentage is 10.4.
Dumpster juice.
Yes, and his usage rate, is 25. How do you have a usage rate of 25, right? You have a usage rate of 25 and your assist percentage is 10. That means when you get the ball, you're gonna shoot it.
How many halves of basketball we plays for? 6. He's only had like the beginning of the second game is the only time he actually passed that much. Like he had like a few like 3 or 4 nice assists, and then he hasn't passed since then. And then he wasn't passing before.
Last night he finished with 1 assist. That's not a good look.
Right.
Not at all.
And you gotta be and to be a passer, you have to be an unselfish, willing passer. Right? Even sometimes when you just touch it, you just give the ball up. Like just give it up.
He predetermines what he's gonna do. He predetermines what he's gonna do whenever he gets the ball, and that's not good at all.
Yeah. You know what RJ Barrett is, bro? RJ Barrett is a kamikaze pilot.
Yeah.
When he take off from the ship, he know he ain't never coming back, bro.
He ain't coming back. He's that quarterback. He's the quarterback that eyes one receiver.
One receiver.
I come out of the huddle. I see Nice going down the sideline. He's with it. Nice got 2 defenders on him.
You remember Aaron Brooks?
Man, do I?
You remember Dante Culpepper? You remember Dante Culpepper?
Oh Lord.
You said Aaron Brooks, man. You know you hurt my heart with that one, boy.
Bro, I got one read and I'm running. You know what I'm saying?
One read, half a read, a blink, and I'm out.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
First option going, he's out going blink.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. RJ Barrett is a kamikaze pilot with the basketball, bro. He's got one goal in mind, and that's the rim.
Mm-hmm.
Your assist percentage is 10.10, and your usage rate is 25.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The sad part about it is he's shown the ability to have good vision. He's shown it. Right. He just doesn't want to do it.
But
and see, go ahead, Nice. Let me cut you off.
Nah, you good. So go ahead, play.
No, I was gonna say, a lot of times, IQ normally has been the one to get the ire from everybody about how he does with his chucking, doesn't pass, or whatever else. But you look at his assists, he's getting more assists than RJ. But last season we got a big dose of RJ hogging the ball. He's doing a lot of that. It wasn't making the team better. How can you make the team better? Okay, so what? You can't hit an elephant. Hey, I just gotta say it the way I'm gonna say it. Freezes. Excuse my language, but how can you hit an elephant in the ass with an ironing board? You shake a shot, but you can't hit an elephant in the ass with an ironing board. If your shot, if you can't hit your shot, do other things. If you get into the rim like you're getting, and they're gonna collapse, you got Mitch there. Dump the ball down to him. Make the extra
got weak
pass.
side help coming over. He can hit the man in the corner.
Exactly.
And we've seen him do it. We've seen him do it too.
Look, Freezer, I got walleye vision. I got walleye vision. Man, I'm blind. I wear contacts all the time, man. If I wear my glasses, I take my contacts and glasses off, and I can still average more assists than RJ's been doing.
Right.
And you got to be a willing passer, man. And this is not hate on RJ or beat up on or dump on him. We just call it like we've been seeing it. It's just that a lot of people don't want to say it because it's RJ. He was our third round. He was our third pick. That's our baby. But you got to give him the tough love too, because that would have been Randle. Randle would have been crucified, burned, resurrected, crucified, and again, and then they would have gutted him like a fish.
And burnt the guts and took the ashes and put them on a rocket and sent them to the moon and then blew up the moon. You know what I'm saying? That's how they do, Randle. That's how they do. But let me just say this real quick, right? Just real quick, right? Emmanuel Quickly coming off the bench, playing 36 less minutes than RJ, right, has a higher rebound percentage than RJ Barrett in less minutes, right? He has an assist, but Emmanuel Quickly, and let me look y'all straight in the eyes for this. Emmanuel Quickly right now has a 28% assist percentage. What that tells me is that when this fool shots start falling, Emmanuel Quickly will be borderline all-star. Because if you maintain both, if you score, if you are think about this, if you are a 17-point per game guy with 9 assists, that's borderline all-star. If you Tibbs, you start to think like, well, shit, do I need to start RJ? And listen, I'm not berating RJ or disparaging RJ. I love RJ Barrett as a person, right? I love RJ Barrett, right? But bro, your assist percentage is 10% and your usage rate is 25%. Basically, what you're telling everybody is give me the ball and get out of the way.
Exactly. The bull in the china shop effect.
Yeah. And the thing, I don't think they're crazy. I just wanted to say this real quick. For us to have this conversation, because I know that Soldier, have you ever been in the military?
So
yes,
I'm retired. I'm retired. I did 22 years, brother.
Yeah. So is this guy right here.
All right, so there we go. We got 4 people. We got 4 people that used to be prior military, and we have the mentality that is very productive. Don't bring no freaking complaint with no disrespect. Don't bring no freaking complaint if you don't have a solution. This is what we started. You see what I mean? So as much as you love RJ Barrett, don't think that just because either I'm criticizing him, either Soulfinger is saying his take, either Freezy is saying his take, we criticizing him. We just pointing out where is his deficiency, where he needs to work on, so that we could we could start seeing something different on the next game. Right. But if we don't criticize it and act like no, he's all right, believe it, we're gonna continue to see it, and it's only gonna be a matter of time. It doesn't matter how much you love RJ Barrett. It's gonna be a matter of time that wall is gonna close in on him, and they're gonna start asking those questions. Will it be productive to start RJ Barrett? Will it be productive to let him play for 30 minutes? If he's playing and he's bowling out, if he's doing something necessary to get the Knicks in a position of winning, I do not care if he's there for 48 minutes. But these are things that we got to talk about. To me, RJ Barrett has no problem going down the paint, but he needs to use his IQ. In what category? Drawing up those fouls. You good drawing down fouls. Figure it out. Figure out, all right, which person or which player is going to hit me with that foul, and draw that foul, man. I love to see that.
Hey, Dre, let me do the super chat real quick. Real quick. So, hey, Rodney Atkins, thank you for the generous contribution. I'm sorry I put it up, man, and then I got distracted, but thank you for the generous contribution. He says RJ is not in game shape. He should shred about 10 pounds. You know what? I always felt like that. I always felt like RJ should be ripped instead of bulky.
He looks a little bit like I mean, Job blows by everyone, but he's getting blown by even more now. It feels like at the beginning of the season, like he's dying on screens, and he wasn't dying on screens that much a few years ago. Like he would fight over a little bit more. But to talk about RJ and drawing fouls, he doesn't get the benefit of the foul call. Be absolutely honest with him. No, he doesn't. Even if he doesn't get those calls. Maybe it's because he doesn't like more explosive guys when they get up in the air and they draw contact. It looks way worse when they get hit because they're way up higher. When you're a guy like him that has to dig basically your way up to the rim, he has to dig up under guys. It doesn't and because he's so big, the contact he draws doesn't seem as dramatic, but it really is. But he's running up into like centers and they're not giving him that call.
Yeah.
At all.
And see, that's now I gotta agree with you on that. Me and my man Alawaz were talking about that. Now some of the things he doesn't, because they use the excuse where he's so strong, like they used on Randle. Oh, you're stronger than most. A foul is a foul, man.
A foul is a foul, bro. Do y'all really do y'all believe RJ Barrett is 214? Does RJ Barrett look 214 pounds again?
No. He looked about 228, almost 230.
He looked like he pushing 230.
Yeah.
And I want that strength thing is nonsense because Giannis gets a ton of foul calls.
Right.
Yeah,
Harden is built like a fire hydrant. He gets foul calls, so I don't.
So does Embiid. What about Embiid? You can't even touch Embiid, bro. Benny.
Well, you know what a lot of it is.
Getting contact. Is he really getting? Those guys actually create contact. I think RJ is trying to avoid it. Yeah, and maybe the contact he does get doesn't look like it's hard enough. It's not impact enough.
Yeah,
RJ doesn't get very many charges. So if you're not getting charges, you're not getting enough contact. I think. So I'm thinking RJ may kind of hesitate and pull away a little bit too much.
I mean, drawing fouls is also an art form. So like, you got to scam. You got to scam too to get some of these calls.
You got to sell sometimes too. And RJ never sells fouls, bro. Never.
Nope.
He never.
When
RJ get fouled, he never flop on the floor like a fish. Look like he got shot. You know what I'm saying?
That's why you got to go to the Reggie Miller, Bloody Divac, LeBron James school.
Luka Doncic. You got to go to Luka Doncic. Luka looked like a scene when he get fouled, bro.
What he got to do is talk to the refs and buddy them up before the game.
Yeah,
butter them up before the game because even LeBron is a freight train, and he may not get as many calls as he might need to, but he gets way more than RJ. But he's also LeBron, so
he's also. And by LeBron's fourth year in the league, he was getting all the foul calls, bro.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
And he was selling them. He was selling them, flopping like a fish.
You remember the time? It was I'll never forget this as long as
Tyson Chandler sent the screen,
and LeBron hit the screen and flopped like he got sniped, and the referee was like, "There must be a sniper in the bird nest."
Like he had like a reverberate, like he was in an earthquake or something. Like his whole body just started waving.
Oh my God, LeBron fell out. He felt man. I think RJ probably has to sell some of those fouls more. I think Julius Randle does also because what Randle would do, he would get fouled and go to the ref and say, "Hey, I got fouled," instead of flopping on the floor like Zion. Bro, I saw Zion get fouled by what? Who did the Knicks? I think it was Reggie Bullock. Found Zion, maybe. And Zion act like King Kong Bundy, you know what I'm saying? Power bombed him from the top rope, bro. You know what I'm saying?
But also, when you're a guy that's like always in the air, any hit you take will send you flying a bit further. So then you comparing them to like grounded players like RJ and Randle. When they get hit, they're not falling that far. Like they're just gonna fall right to the ground. Like guys like John Morant, when they get touched in the air, they're flying. They're flying. Even though he's a frail guy, well not frail, but he's thin. If you touch a guy in the air, there's no levers. There's nothing to hold you down. So you're just gonna end up. Everything looks worse when you get hit in the air. Basically.
Dre, I saw no lie. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was walking by the home basket, and Rick Mahorn raked Bill Cartwright around the arms, right? And I swear it sounded like a missile took out a hot air balloon, bro. It was like, oh! And I looked around, I was like, I know Bill Cartwright get ready to knock him out, bro. The referee blew the whistle, shooting two. I was like, what?
That's an injection.
That's how hard you have to get hit in order to get a foul. Like you know how you get ready to go up, like you get ready to get into your shooting motion, and somebody rake down across your arms. Rick Mahorn, I swear it sounded like somebody dropped a penny off the World Trade Center, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the ref was like shooting two.
Yeah, that's like the Kurt Rambis. That's the poster. That one there when Kurt Rambis took that clothesline.
Yes.
They hit him. Hey, he looked like Nikita Koloff caught him with the Russian sickle.
Yes.
And he got up and shooting two.
And y'all, and for those that don't know it, y'all ain't nice. Did you know Kurt Rambis was drafted by the New York Knicks?
Wow. I didn't know.
Part of our young core. He didn't make it out of training camp though. He got cut coming out of training camp.
You hear these names and they just sound like guys that would give dirty fouls, like a Lambert. That just sound like a dirty player.
Don't that sound dirty? Mahorn?
Mahorn sound dirty, man.
Yeah.
Like these guys, they have specific names where you just hear them and they just don't sound like somebody that will play by the book. You know?
They don't sound nice, right? Don't they sound like the third boss man in a big villain movie. You know what I'm saying?
Like your name is Rodman. Like that's you can check out as a nice guy name.
That name alone, Rodman.
Yeah, man.
You can't even say that nice, Rodman.
No.
That sound like
yeah, man. And so so the thing with RJ, man, is I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. I think this thing is simply solved by RJ passing the ball more. Because like I read off the stat, Emmanuel Quickly's assist percentage is 28%. Now, will it stay that high over 82 games? Probably not, right? Probably not. But the fact that he's trying
exactly
is enough by itself. RJ Barrett is at 10%. RJ Barrett should be damn shame of himself. You're a wing player. Man.
Minimum, it should be 16, 17, 18 at minimum.
But you know,
yes. And if you're a franchise player, and your job is to get others involved, you gotta be in the 20s, bro. Because if your job is to make others better, and you're not passing them the ball, man, come on, man.
If IQ plays throughout the whole season the way he played yesterday, I wouldn't find that weird if he finished with that number, because those shots wasn't going in. And what did he did? He started reverting. Let me just focus on who's the best one for me to pass. And I love that type of game. I don't care if it's IQ, RJ, Randle, whoever it is. If your shots is not going in, somebody is making it. Pass it to that guy.
Right.
Yeah, like State. I don't know if State's listening, but a couple of guys on Twitter kind of got on.
State never listens. State might be here, but he ain't listening. He don't care about what you think.
A couple guys got on IQ about not passing the ball. And apparently, maybe Nick's Twitter got on him and made him decide to up the ante as far as passing the ball to Cam, because apparently he doesn't pass to Cam, passes to everyone else, but not Cam.
Yeah, I think he blocked them guys on Twitter, right?
I think State said he blocked them.
Yeah, yeah, I think man. But the thing, so shout out to State, man, because State is making his moves, man. Shout out to State of the New York Knicks podcast.
Yeah, but when he gets his YouTube up, gotta support that.
Yeah, man, we'll do that. We'll definitely do that. But he better not be whack though. You know what I'm saying? You know, because you know we're gonna tell him. Just like I tell everybody, if you whack, y'all, I'm gonna tell you. Like if you real sensitive, if you real sensitive and touchy, then I'm not your cup of tea. A lot of people don't like me just for that, though, Dre. Like I'll be a straight shooter. Like if you dope, like Soul Thing has been around when somebody is dope, I straight up tell them they dope. Right? If they whack, I straight up tell them they whack. Then they be like, man, Uncle Freezy a hater. I don't hate it, bro. Don't. Yeah, like I told this one dude, like nobody wants to see you talk Knicks with your shirt off. Put a shirt on. You can't. You whack. You in here flexing. You flexing your pectoral muscles, talking about Julius Randle free throws. What is this, prison?
Hey, Freeze. I could tell, especially if you're a straight shooter in real life, because you're like a 6'7" big dude. They're never gonna actually tell you how they feel until they're gone. Until they're out of your vicinity.
Yeah, man. I just keep it a buck though. I just like keep it as real as possible. But it's not about me though. But if State, I know State is dope, man. State will be dope. But RJ Barrett, bro. I think I'm gonna do a video tomorrow, right, about RJ Barrett's assist percentage, right, and how and compare the elites. And then the dudes that barely made it into the Hall of Fame, like the Mitch Richmonds, and then ask RJ the question: would you rather be Mitch Richmond, who made it into the Hall of Fame, scoring a bunch of points, or would you rather be Manu Ginobili, who came off the bench for a spell, who helped his team win 4 NBA titles, right? Mm-hmm. Which one would you rather be? Would you rather win 4 NBA titles? You know what I'm saying? Bring 4 titles to the Knicks by getting others involved? Or would you rather be Mitch Richmond going into the Hall of Fame scoring a bunch of points? Right?
Wow.
Yeah, and the answer to that should be easy.
Yeah. Exactly. Yo, Freezy, do you think we can actually win a chip with this team? And what would need to be changed by each? Like, how many players have to actually step up in what way to win a chip without adding a superstar? Is that possible?
I don't think Julius Randle can lead you to a championship, and that's no knock on Randle. But his skill set doesn't lead you. The skill set that Randle has doesn't win championships. The triple double guy, the triple double threat, the stat pattern, like I do everything in every stat category. Those guys never lead you to a championship, right? The guys that lead you to the championship is those bucket getters that can score late in fourth quarters. Your Kawhi Leonard type, right? Your Steph Curry type, and your Giannis. Like the best thing about Giannis is not just his scoring. He defends well, right? But at the end of the day, regardless of what your defense is, he is going to find a mismatch and make you pay, right? Giannis, you remember in the finals, they tried to guard him with Mikal Bridges. Remember that? And he is faster than Mikal Bridges. And so they switched up, and then they tried to put Jay Crowder on him, and he posted up Jay Crowder and shot over Jay Crowder. And then they put DeAndre Ayton on him late in the series. Y'all remember that? And he was going around DeAndre Ayton like he was standing still. And DeAndre Ayton is a former number 1 pick in the draft. You need that type of guy to win the championship. And it's not. I'm not dissing Julius Randle, because Julius Randle is an excellent player. I think Julius Randle, if Randle has 2 more seasons like the one he's having now, he's an all-time Knick. if Julius Randle has 2 more seasons like the most improved season, Julius Randle is the greatest power forward to ever play Knicks basketball. And I know people will be like, nah, that ain't true. And then when I ask you to name a power forward greater than Randle, y'all gonna say Charles Oakley. And Charles Oakley is not that.
I was about to agree with you, Freezy. Like, for the guy to be the guy, you need somebody with overwhelming metrics, like certain physical attributes, or like overwhelming skill, which Steph Curry is the greatest shooter ever. So if you don't have those overwhelming metrics, because Kawhi, for instance, his arms and his hands and those things that make him special, that make him stand out compared to every other power forward or small forward hybrid in the league, that in combination with his mid-range game makes him an elite player. And those are the things that you need to have a team built around a superstar. They need to have like overwhelming metrics where you can't stop them. There's nothing you could do to Giannis that whole playoff run at all. There's nothing you can do to him now.
No. No. So to Wiz's point though, to Wiz's point, I think we have to add a dynamic backcourt player. You have to add it. Yo, it's Hoodie Cab! It's Hoodie Cab! It's Hoodie Cab! It's Hoodie Cab!
Lord.
It's Hoodie Cab! Okay. Hoodie Cab is in the building. Let's go Jets. Let's go Mets.
I don't know about the Mets.
Man. Yeah, man.
Wait, Hoodie Cab. The Mets right now.
What is it, like 2 or 3 years?
Nah,
like a year. Some change.
I'm happy to see you, brother. Man, I've been even asking for you, like, man, what the bleep has been? This cat. I'm dead serious, brother. I used to love your take, brother. And I'm saying used to because I haven't seen you for quite so long.
Oh, it's still the same. Still the same.
Sweet. Nice. Hope everything is well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm good now. I was listening to some Monifa earlier.
Oh, God.
He went back.
My God, making me vomit. Monifa is so trash, bro. Monifa is the Randy Jackson. Oh, I'm sorry, Randy Watson of female singers.
Randy Watson.
Watson.
Monifa is very comparable to Faith and Monica. Just because she doesn't have the longevity doesn't mean that her vocal talent.
She didn't have longevity because she is Randy Watson. Yes. That boy good.
I wanted to go ahead. I wanted to piggyback your stat about RJ's assist percentage. Could I give you like an assist percentage of this particular All-Star in his first 4 seasons, and then the particular jump after that is okay. Hold on, I'm gonna give you 2 of them, but there's this first one. His rookie year was 4.9. His second year was 8.6. His third year was 10.8. His fourth year was 12.0. Then his fifth year was 19.
That's Giannis.
No. I'm
comparing
him more to a guard. Just guess.
I'm saying MJ.
No. Okay. That one is DeMar DeRozan. Do you want to know what his assist percentage is the last 3 years?
Yeah.
His last year on the Spurs was 32. Last year was 23.
Wow.
Right now it's 30. And in the middle of his prime years with Toronto was 25, 27, 26.
Yeah.
I'll give you one more. You can pick it up as you gain more experience, but you can see like he doesn't necessarily have it right now. And I'm not going to put it against him because we've seen flashes of him. We just need the consistency and the mindset because, like, for instance, Steve Kerr has said there's energy when you move the ball. And if you keep moving the ball, it's going to come right back to you. Like the one play we saw where Cam got that 3-pointer from quickly, it was because he dribbled and kicked to the corner, and it was swing, and then quickly dribbled and kicked right back out. If you keep moving the ball, there's energy behind the ball. And I think with RJ, when he gets it, he's almost like a black hole. Like he gets it and he wants to go, and either he gets the layup or he tosses a lob to the bench here or there. And it's not good. It's not good. I'm saying that's not good. That's a drawn up play, by the way. That's not him freelancing it. It's him like doing what Tibbs wants him to do.
Let me just say this real quick. In the last 3 games, I noticed one thing lately with RJ. Lately, he wants to stay in the corner and just wait for somebody to pass him the ball. There was one game, if you guys noticed, in Memphis, Hartenstein screamed at him, looked at him, like telling him to move. And that's when he started moving. Like, oh, okay. Like, bro. So what? So we making these type of comparison. And if he missed the shot, even though whoever moved the ball well, they passed the shot. Well, his leg wasn't right. Like there's always going to be an excuse. Like figure it out. It's not like listen, like as much as there's players that is going to be superstar or stars, they have that killing instinct in them. Like RJ just got to figure it out, and I don't care too much about that. The only thing that I care about RJ is just do enough so that we could keep on winning games. And that's about it. Figure out whatever. If you want to become a star or a superstar, that's in the future. It could happen. I'm not saying that it's not going to happen or it can happen. It could happen. But for right now, I only care about winning games.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I want to say, since Tibbs has been here, a lot of our staples in our offense is 2 guys in the corner. And if you're not super engaged, you can just get trapped in that corner. Shout out to Kevin Knox. You just sit there and never move and never figure it out. So he may have been in the wrong with that one play, but like a lot of our base sets are literally stretching the court with corner actions and then having regular pick and roll with the 1 and the 5, or with Julius. Right. So like it's that may be part on RJ not being completely engaged, but it is like a staple of our offense where if someone is not really in the play, they're usually in the corner, just chilling.
Can I say something real quick, Freezy? If we continue to play cash up, it's gonna nip us in the behind. We need to start having that mentality. I don't know if you guys heard about Iman Shumpert, what he said about Stephen Curry, that he really destroyed the game because I already was in love with the type of game that I want that we had back then before him. At the end of the day, the way the game is evolving is going to continue to evolve. Right. We can't keep on saying like, I want to be MJ. Now we got a Stephen Curry. Now everybody want to be Stephen Curry. It was before it was MJ, then LeBron, and now it's Stephen Curry. Nobody even cares about LeBron. No, I want to shoot half court from half court. It's going to keep on evolving. We can't play that game.
It's funny you said that, nice, because you go to high school games, you see a lot of that. You see kids, you see that real big time. Everybody. My daughter plays, and on our team alone, we had girls. I had to tell them, hey, I don't know why everybody trying to be Stephanie Curry. Quit shooting these threes. Yeah. I mean, because you just seeing them, man. I mean, they, you got even watching pickup. You're sitting there watching the cats sit up there, dribble, take a step behind the 3, and then shoot this boulder.
Right. But hey, let me ask this of Wes though. So Wes, let me ask you this. Did you ask me that question because you're setting me up for another question? And I think the answer to that is yes. And I think the question that you're asking me is, what superstar do we go after in order to make this team a championship team? But I would say this to that, right? If I'm assuming right, and I may be wrong, I don't think we need a superstar. I just think we need to just build organically. right?
Build a team.
And so Hoodie Cat, what do you think about staying pat and just grooming this kid organically with kids? Just keep drafting kids and bring them in and replenish the talent pool, and just build a championship contender that way.
You know what? I'm gonna do something. Just can you give me 5 seconds? Hold on. 5 seconds.
Oh God!
Just you went where I wanted to go. I was going to say organically, and who we have right now that just needs tweaking to get us to that level that you're talking about, build organically. Because if RJ just gets more efficient from 3, if Cam plays towards the ceiling, I think we have the ingredients right now to build organically for a championship. That was where I was going, because I think we do. It's tough to see it right now because of with RJ's play right now. It just seems like, oh man, do we have? But let's have the answer. The question.
Oh, it's Hoodie Cab! It's Hoodie Cab! Okay.
First off, Uncle Freezy, it is 2:45 in the morning Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, we got about 2 more hours.
You had to go and make me put on the hoodie.
Yes.
Because you of all people in the world are at the top of the list when it comes to these kids ain't gonna win as a championship. Listen, take it from Hoodie Cab. I was all about playing the kids. I was all about grooming them and building it like the old school Bulls, or as you want to point out, the Orlando Magic. No.
What about the Oklahoma City Thunder?
Look at what happened to them. They blew it up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want a championship by any means necessary. And guess what? In today's NBA, stars win championships. I've been a Knicks fan. This is my 31st season as a New York Knicks fan. 31 seasons.
Congratulations.
And you know what? I'm nowhere closer to winning the championship with Quickly and what's his name? McBride and Hartenstein and Grimes. No. You go get me a perennial all-star, all NBA level player. Perennial all NBA level player at that. And then when we can contend with the Nets and the Bucks. The
Nets ain't nobody.
Oh, they will be. Any team with Kevin Durant on it is going to be somebody.
And Ben Simmons.
They're gonna make the playoffs.
Okay, I can go out there and contribute more than Ben Simmons is right now.
But that's not fair because you're the greatest. You're the greatest shooter in Wilmington, North Carolina history. So it's not fair.
I am one of the greatest shooters.
No, you said the greatest, and I looked it up. You are the greatest shooter in the great state of North Carolina's history, bro.
You know, when I graduated high school, I was my school's and this is the era before Steph Curry. I was my school's all-time leading 3-point shooter. Okay, now all these kids want to go out there, they want to jack up these threes. You know what? It makes me look like my record is just nothing. Okay,
bro, you're the greatest player in Wilmington, North Carolina's history, bro. So let me do the super chat real quick, and I'll get out of the way. So Uncle Fulio, thank you for the generous contribution. Uncle Fulio says, salute. I want to show support for the channel and give love. You need a superstar. This is the exact situation that Toronto had in the years before they won a foundation, then big swing. Thank you for the generous contribution, Uncle Fulio. My bad, Hoodie Cab. My bad.
The foundation is Carl Anthony Towns.
I thought you was gonna say Karl Malone.
If this was like 30 years ago, yeah.
Oh,
and he's only like, maybe the third greatest power forward of all time. Third. Maybe fourth, but I'm gonna say third. Out of respect.
Is Julius Randle better than Chris Webber?
Better than who?
Chris Webber.
No. Why is everybody pausing? No. Stop being.
No. I'm pausing.
Nah. I'm gonna say no because Chris Webber was the best player on the team that went to the vaunted Western Conference Finals.
Only reason I didn't answer right off, I'm putting some groceries in my neck right now, so I didn't want to be smacking and going on. So I'll give you a no, bro. He ain't better. He's good.
I know where Freezy's going with this. That's why I didn't want to answer immediately. Because he's gonna bring up the numbers real quick.
In Julius Randle's 9th season, Chris Webber had 4 All-Star appearances to Julius Randle's 1. In a loaded Western Conference.
Oh, please.
Think about the Western Conference power forwards they had in the Chris Webber's day.
Dirk, Duncan,
Kevin Garnett, Dirk Nowitzki, Rasheed Wallace,
Kevin Garnett.
Karl Malone still.
Think about all the
4 times.
No, think about all the point guards Chris Webber played with: Rod Strickland, Tim Hardaway, Mike Bibby, Jason Williams, and then think about the point guards that Julius Randle played with: Alfred Payton,
point guard.
Kemba Walker, Alec Burks.
You're right, because Avery Johnson really made Tim Duncan. You're right. Because Terrell Brandon really was the linchpin in Kevin Garnett's career. What would Kevin Garnett do without Terrell Brandon?
Right. But I'm talking about Chris Webber and Julius Randle. Right? Julius Randle. Okay, think about the guys that played with Chris Webber: Tim Hardaway, Latrell Sprewell, Billy Owens, Rod Strickland, Mitch Richmond.
What
right?
Those players
Peja Stojakovic, Vlade Divac, Doug Christie, Mike Bibby, Bobby Gibson.
Hedo Turkoglu.
Hedo Turkoglu. And think about all the great role players that played with Julius Randle: Reggie Bullock, Alec Burks. I mean, come on, bro. And they put up the same, and they're both 20 and 10. Both 20
I'm gonna keep it a buck. RJ was Randall's number 2 for the last 2-3 years.
Yeah, and
RJ was number 2.
Yeah.
And what have we been talking about RJ for his last however long?
Yeah. Come on.
You know what the problem with us Knicks fans is? Things don't go our way, and we got to blame somebody. The blame has to go somewhere because we aren't getting our way.
Right.
And now the blame is on RJ.
That's how the blame game works.
You ain't got Knox to kick around no more. Hey, you ain't even got Pat Ewing to kick around. The greatest nigga of all time for 15 years. You kicked him around for 15 years. You ain't got him no more to kick around. You ain't got Allen Houston's bloated contract or the blown out knee of Antonio McDyess or just, Eddie Curry just coming in at 400 pounds. You don't get, so now it's like, we got to blame somebody. Let's blame RJ.
Let's blame Randle. And then nice. Think about this. Nice. Last year, everything that went wrong didn't Knicks fans blame Julius Randle. When the point guard position was up in flux, they blamed the power forward.
They sure did.
Yeah. And that was the main reason I always stood shut.
Man, it was freezing in Texas. They had an ice storm in Texas. It was Julius Randle's fault.
It was Julius Randle's fault, bro.
Man, the whole world. Hey, when we had the epidemic, when the COVID first struck, and everybody, man, we'd running out of toilet paper. It was Julius Randle's fault.
It was Randle's fault, bro.
It's Randle's fault because Randle's the best player. When you're the best player, you get all the accolades and you get all the blame. That's for the responsibility that comes with being the best player.
Hey, look, Bill Cosby went to jail. That was Julius Randle's fault.
That was Randle's fault, bro. And you know what? And here's the thing. Here is the I say this tongue in cheek, but at the same time, serious, right? The Knicks lost. The Knicks had an 11-point lead on the Phoenix Suns Julius Randle gets ejected at the end of the third quarter. The Suns come back and win that game on a buzzer beater by Cam Johnson. Julius Randle is in the showers. You know who Knicks fans blame for that game?
Julius Randle for getting
Julius
ejected.
Randle. They were mad that we had a lead on the Suns and Randle got kicked out the game because Cam Johnson was pushing him in the back. Randle gets ejected. The Knicks and RJ Barrett in that same game shot 5 for 22.
Mm-hmm. But then you don't say nothing about Alex Burks not getting boxing out and getting rebounds either. Huh?
Oh, Alec Burks. And I know Hoodie Kev loves Reggie Bullock and Alec Burks, right? And so I'm not getting ready to pick a fight with Hoodie Kev, right? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
But it's just a point. No matter what, man, look, I stubbed my toe this morning. Damn it, Julius Randle.
Hoodie Kev, I don't want to argue with you, bro, over Reggie Bullock and Alec Burks, okay? All I'm pointing out is that the fact that Alec Burks, all he had to do was hit one free throw, right? And if Cam Johnson takes it, Phoenix is out of timeouts. Alec Burks hits the free throw. Phoenix doesn't have a timeout. They have to take the ball the length of the floor and throw up a prayer. But since he bricked the free throw and it came back to the free throw line, they didn't need to take it out of bounds. They caught the ball on the fly, got back and nailed the three. Cam Johnson finished that game with 38 points. Right? Cam Johnson scored, I think, 12 points in the fourth quarter. Right? They blamed that on Julius Randle.
I'm gonna be absolutely honest. I feel like a lot of the fair takes about Julius Randle is trying to compare him to like generational type stars, and I'm guilty of it too. Because like I would say, oh, maybe Jokic would have the vision or the IQ to do this. I'm like, but Jokic is Jokic. That guy doesn't grow on trees. You can't. Yeah. It's not fair to compare Julius Randle. Julius can only be the best Julius. So it's hard to just compare him to these guys. All we can do is build a team around him that can highlight his strengths and minimize his weaknesses, which the Jalen Brunson pickup pretty much does. So he is who he is. He's talented, very talented, but he's never going to be the generational MVP type. So I can't really hold that against him.
But Dre, I think that's where I beg to differ. Look at Randle's number. For Randle's tenure in New York, he's 20-10. That's generational. You know what Chris Webber's numbers are? 20-10-4. You know what Randle numbers are in New York? 20-10-5.
20-10-4. 24-5. But efficiency wise, it isn't what you would like it to be, like the shooting numbers and the turnovers, But I mean, Weber had a ton of turnovers, but he shot better from the field in a more clogged up era as far as scoring in the paint.
In his down years, in Weber's down years, right? In his down years, he played with Allen Iverson. Are you kidding me? Yes.
Was it the Sixers? Yeah, it was the Sixers.
And the Pistons. And the Pistons.
Let me ask you this one question.
I think at his peak, I think he was more talented than Randle. At his peak,
he had more talent. Would you rather have Chris Webber or Julius Randle?
Webber. But the gap isn't as big.
There's a big
gap. Give me Randle.
Chris Webber. When Chris Webber was at Michigan, there was no doubt. At Michigan.
Hey, at Michigan, they call him the Fab. At Michigan, they called him the Fab One, right? You remember the Fab One? the Fab One went out and did a thing every game night, bro. The Fab One wore those baggy uniforms and black socks. Y'all remember the Fab One? It was just Chris Webber by himself, right?
It says a guy who's rooting for a guy who went to Kentucky, who's loaded every single year.
Name the guys that played with Randle at Kentucky.
What?
Right. I'll name the guys that played with Webber at Michigan right now. Rob Pelinka, the GM of the Lakers.
What do you do?
Jalen Rose, Jawan Howard, Jimmy Jackson, I'm sorry, Jimmy King, Ray Jackson.
They didn't do anything.
They were the Fab Five. Webber has always had talent around him. Webber has been insulated his whole career. Everywhere Webber has gone, he has been surrounded by talent, even in his down years, bro. And when he was a backup power forward for the Detroit Pistons, right? You remember Chris Webber? Backup power forward, him and Allen Iverson coming off the bench? Of course you don't. Of course you don't. Nobody remembers those years, right? But we're quick to point out the bad Julius years. Oh, he was inefficient. Really? Come on, bro. Imagine if Julius Randle had a lineup. Just think about this, y'all. Just think about this. This year, if Julius Randle had a Mike Bibby in his prime, right? A Latrell Sprewell in his prime, a Peja Stojakovic in his prime, and at center that he had a Vlade Divac. Do you think Julius Randle would be able to put up 20 and 10?
Put up even more.
What Uncle Freeze is doing is called gaslighting, because when Chris was a backup power forward in Detroit, he was also like 35 years old. Okay, that's a one. He was at the end of his career at like 35, 36.
Lord have mercy.
Hoodie Kev, but at the end of the day, like, you don't even know how much I wanted Donovan Mitchell, and we ain't got Donovan Mitchell.
Ooh.
Now we have what we have. It is what it is. Like, I don't want to compare him to Chris Webber. I don't want to compare him to nobody. You want to know why? Because I'd rather have Julius Randle right now. Who could play in the NBA? Chris Webber 20 years, 30 years ago, or Julius Randle? Julius Randle right now. So I'd rather keep Julius Randle.
I'd rather put Julius Randle on a very nice jet to Minnesota or Carl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, not the way he's playing. Not the way he's playing. So every single time, we're not going to give a player the benefit of the doubt to prove something. And every single time he proves something, we still want to ship out. Come on, man. He had 3 good games or 3 good games. He could look at the difference of Kemba Walker, having Kemba Walker in the team, and now Jalen Brunson. It's one of those, man, that sometimes you need somebody to complement your style of play. For me, this is me personally saying, I felt like we always needed a Jalen Brunson, because Jalen Brunson and Jalen Brunson fit like a glove. Because him being in Dallas, he would never have a team of his own while playing with Luka. Okay. Now he's here. Now he could prove something. Now he's complimenting Julius Randle. You seeing what Julius Randle is doing. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. If we want to talk trade, might as well. Why not? But let's wait until the end of the season.
Well, you know what, fellas? I just thought of this. You know when Popeyes ran out of the chicken sandwich and everybody went crazy?
Oh, Lord.
That was Julius Randle's fault. I just want to bring that out.
Yeah, that was Julius Randle's fault.
So Julius Randle was stepping on them sandwiches when they came back and they weren't as good? He was stepping on them.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's Randle's fault, bro.
Hey, look, man, it's Julius Randle, man. Look, they were talking about voter fraud. It was Julius Randle's fault.
Julius Randle's fault, bro.
Like I said, I always bring it back. I bring it, and I just keep saying that because, you know, it goes back to the disappointment that a lot of people had when he was signed, instead of getting KD, and it's always been that way. The man had, I mean, for some, Randle could do no right.
It's because we turned into spoiled or soured bridesmaids instead of the bride.
Yeah. You know,
then we signed like 4 power forwards on top of that. So,
hey, Hoodie Cap, let me ask you this: Would you trade a few of these young players for Damian Lillard right now?
Yes.
No.
The way he's playing right now, are you seeing the way he's playing right now? That he's healthy.
No, I don't care. I don't care. Every single time we have a good player like that, he's old. Something happens, and we never see not even a glimpse what Dame Lillard might have been when he was playing with Blazers. It always happens to us. I don't know why.
What you mean? We got Melo and he played like Melo. It was just the team sucked.
No, Melo. How old was he?
He was in his prime. We got it too. Yeah.
How old is Dame Lillard?
Dame is like 33. Yeah.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's always happened. We always get these players that have a marquee name, and he never plays that same level when from the team that we got him from.
You cannot be afraid of making
Giannis. Giannis is great. Giannis. Donovan Mitchell is great. I don't want to hear nobody above 30.
Things happen. It's sports.
All right.
My 21-year-old up and coming elite running back taking the league by storm just tore his ACL.
That was Julius Randle fault. That was Julius Randle fault.
Why you had to bring that up, man? Why you had to do that? Could have talked about
so
ABT going too, man. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Who is
ABT?
Who is
ABT?
Who is that? Who's that?
He's the best offensive lineman on the Jets. He played basically 3 different positions at like a Pro Bowler level. Like he's very, very good.
Oh,
like
man.
he's all pro caliber. And we lost him to torn tricep.
He'll be back. He's fine. He got a torn tricep, so that's fine.
Yeah, but he's going for the year though. So.
There's no long term kind of like, oh no, is he going to come back the same kind of thing, like an ACL injury?
Oh, poor Jets.
I mean,
that's Julius
Randle
fault.
I mean, the ACL ain't like an Achilles though. Like people come back from ACLs all the time. It may take them a year or 2 though, but they come back to what they were, at least.
Yeah, yeah, Hoodie Cav, I think Julius Randle right now is just as good as Chris Webber in his prime, bro. Yes. I just can't. There was one year where Webber averaged 27. That was an outlier year, but for the most part, he was a 23. Webber, for the most part of his career, the good years was 23 and 11, right? Randle is probably in his prime, in his good years with talent around him, is probably 22 and 10.5 rebounds, but 6 assists, right? But Julius Randle has never enjoyed the all of the great players at once. Like Randle played with Kobe, right? Randle played with Kobe, but then Randle broke his leg. Yeah. And then
Kobe was like 35. So.
And Kobe was recovering from a torn Achilles when they finally got a chance to play with each other. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So yeah. So Hoodie Kev, if you don't get Dame Lillard and you don't get Karl Anthony Towns, then who else is there? There is nobody, bro. You're not getting Devin Booker.
You just gotta hope like the Raptors did, and somebody just became disgruntled out of nowhere and had to get traded. Yeah. That's the only way. You gotta strike while the iron's hot, basically.
Right.
And going off history, every year or every other year, two stars or near all NBA type guys won out. So you just gotta buy your time and stay competitive.
I think this year is Anthony Davis. I think Anthony Davis is the guy this year. I think it's Anthony Davis and LeBron. The Lakers have no other choice but to blow it up, bro. It's either build around LeBron and AD and make the play in, or burn it down to the ground and start from scratch. And
their alternative is thinking, oh, we'll just wait another year out with LeBron and wait for Kyrie. That's what they're thinking. But I don't know about that.
Yeah, but LeBron, and I'll use the 2K rating system, right? So right now, LeBron is probably like a 92. Are you gonna wait till next year when LeBron is an 88? You know what I'm saying? Are you gonna wait till next year when AD gets stuck at 89? So now this year you got a 91 and a 94, but next year you'll have an 88 and an 89, and hoping Kyrie doesn't get out of the 90s too.
And then they got to do like so many different things as far as roster construction because the three of them guys don't really fit unless you have a ton of 3-and-D guys around them. Like you need elite 3-and-D wings.
And who's gonna take the pay cut? Who's gonna take the pay cut?
Well, see, the thing is, they
not
got to move.
LeBron,
They got to
not
try to
AD,
move.
and not Kyrie.
Right.
Yeah. And then the other thing is they got to move Westbrook. Well, he's you got to figure out what you're gonna do with Westbrook.
They're gonna try to either trade him at the deadline or wait till it expires. That's their only option.
They ain't gonna be able to get
either
that man away.
Either way, they're getting 40 off the books next year. 40 mil.
Well, I mean, they are, but when it comes to Westbrook, you ain't gonna be able to move that man for a half-eaten bag of Pop Rocks.
Right. Hey, soggy Pop Rocks. They don't even pop no more. They just soggy. Like somebody, like, hey, Soul Finger, like somebody opened them and put them in the back window glass, and the pack be done faded. And your little brother be trying to eat them. You're like, ew, them been up there since Christmas. And then you look out the window and you realize it's October. They've been up there for 10 months, and your little brother trying to eat. Yeah. That.
They just rocks. They ain't pop. All the pop gone.
All the pop is gone.
They just rock.
So, Cat, who you going after? Jaylen Brown?
Carl Anthony Towns.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I'm not even that big on Karl Towns anymore, man.
No,
he's definitely a good player. Great. Some would say great, but I'm just.
And him and Julius Randle are great friends.
And he wouldn't solve enough issues on his team. He didn't solve it for Minnesota, so why would he solve it here?
Solve a lot of problems.
I think Mitchell Robinson and Hartenstein give you what Cat give you.
I'm freezing. I was about to end this connection right now. I was literally about to press the leave video button.
Wiz, is there not a Hartenstein hive? Where's the Hartenstein hive at?
You saying point-wise?
EG ain't here right now, man. EG 4,000.
Okay.
I know EG 40,000. No, but I don't think Cat can leave us to the championship either. Here's my crazy pick, my crazy thought. Cam.
Oh, damn.
Cam. I think Cam is gonna break loose this year, and Cam's gonna be that superstar we've been waiting for, and he's gonna lead us to the promised land.
Oh my God.
But what if hold on, time out, Freezy. I know you said Devin Booker is like not gonna happen, but what if the Suns fail and then Chris Paul goes from an 87 to a 79? Then what?
Because of Father Time.
And then his number 2 is DeAndre Ayton and Cam Johnson, Mike Bridges.
They can't trade Devin Booker for business reasons, right? Because Robert Sarver,
he's gonna have to force his way out. That's the only way. That's the only feasible way.
But you don't want to trade your best player and have the worth of the organization go down because you traded them. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I think they want trade for. I think the Knicks would be better off just going after Tyler Hero.
What do you think Tyler Hero's ceiling is? I'm not
where he's at right now. Where he's at right now.
And then I'm not crazy about that.
But you don't get him. You get him as a compliment, but not as a. You get him as fries, not a steak.
Pat Riley ain't doing no deal with us anyway, so.
Yeah, I think he would if we take on. I think he would.
If he would trade us.
I think he would trade us Bam Adebayo if we would take on them 2 bad contracts he just signed.
Ooh. Well, the Kyle Lowry contract you talking about?
No, Duncan Robinson.
Oh yeah, that is a terrible contract.
What if we do a 3-way and we give we send RJ to for Devin?
Kyle Lowry makes $30 million, by the way, which is a terrible contract at the moment. He's washed.
First, what we send RJ down to Miami, we take Booker, and let them have that young cat and Bam.
Phoenix.
I think the Heat are higher on Bam than they are on RJ. Way higher on RJ. I mean, on Bam than RJ. And they're not even that high on Bam. So
yeah.
Heat fans get annoyed by Bam because he's never aggressive on offense. Like he's kind of stagnated on that part of the floor.
But that's what they created him to be. And then now that he's that, now they're mad. But that's the monster you created. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Bam Adebayo, you know his name is Bam because he used to dunk all the time. Bam Adebayo, Malik Monk, De'Aaron Fox at Kentucky. I saw them play, bro. They used to call him Bam because they used to pass in the ball, and that's the sound they heard. Bam. That's why his name is Bam Adebayo, right? Yeah, and you know, so and the same thing with I saw in Columbia, South Carolina. I saw Emmanuel Quickly, Tyrese Maxey, and the Higgins kid. The Higgins kid has more physical talent than Tyrese Maxey and Emmanuel Quickly put together. But you got to know how to play basketball. You know what I'm saying?
You got to put it together mentally.
Yeah, like he is like the Dennis Smith Jr. of Kentucky point guards, right? But I said all of that. I said all of that to say this, Hoodie Cav. I think the Knicks are stuck in a purgatory, so to speak. There is no absolute answer to this question that Wiz asked about 30 minutes ago. Like, what do you do to make this team a contender? The only thing you can do is be patient, because the Knicks don't have what it takes.
You could just try to compete and be in the purgatory mode and just try to bide your time to strike while iron's hot. That's
right.
Which is what the Raptors did. Even though the Raptors went to Eastern Conference Finals, they were never really the threat that you thought they were going to be.
Then they always and the Raptors were in a perfect situation because they drafted a lot of dudes that didn't pan out. And the dudes that were throwaway picks, like DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan was a man. Listen, everybody knows that teams that pick 7, 8, and 9 wanted Steph Curry, right? Right? Yeah. If they were hoping that the Knicks fell and bumped their head and didn't take Steph Curry. So when DeMar DeRozan fell to them, they were like, "Oh, what is this? DeMar DeRozan, we'll take him." You know what I'm saying?
Athlete, man. He was just an athlete.
Yeah, because that's the same. Think about it. That's the Drew Holiday draft. They could have took Drew Holiday right there. Yeah, man. It was a bunch of people. It's a bunch of people in that draft, right? But I mean, what do? You can't. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. They had, I don't know if y'all remember these names, but y'all remember Candace Parker?
Yeah.
Her brother Anthony used to start at shooting guard for the Raptors.
Sure did.
Anthony Parker. And they had another dude named Sonny Weems. Remember, Sonny Weems was the dude. Remember DeMar DeRozan in the dunk contest, the dude throwing the ball off the backboard?
That was Sonny Weems.
That was Sonny Weems. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Toronto got DeMar DeRozan because he fell in their lap. They didn't know who else to take. The Knicks took Jordan Hill, so they was like, shit, ain't nobody else up here. Just give us, because I'm sure if the Knicks didn't take Jordan Hill, the Raptors would have taken Jordan Hill.
Yep.
Right? Nobody. I'm sorry.
The Raptors did a bunch of like salvage work back then to get to where they were. And as far as like Kyle Lowry was undrafted. I believe he was undrafted. Was he undrafted or was he drafted? He was drafted but late.
He was a second round pick by the Memphis Grizzlies, and he showed up to camp. Yeah, he showed up to camp overweight. Kyle Lowry was 6 foot 225 at point guard. Nobody remembers that with the red, green, and black old Memphis Grizzly uniforms with the bear, but the claws was bigger than the bear.
Back when Big Country was playing.
Yeah.
Kyle Lowry came to training camp. Kyle Lowry came to training camp looking like an overweight first grader.
Yeah, he came to training camp looking like a Jets running back. You know what I'm saying? You like, come on, Kyle Lowry. Coming to camp looking like coming to training camp looking like Sean Green.
Mm-hmm.
He was so underwhelming that they drafted Mike Conley after him.
Yes.
And took his whole spot.
And then they traded him. I don't know if they traded him. Somehow he got to Toronto and got in shape, and he was there. Kyle Lowry was the point guard in Toronto right after Yao Ming, Tracy McGrady, and all them dudes left. Nobody remember that either. Kyle Lowry and I forget. But anyway, Kyle Lowry
talking about Akeem. That's like talking about when Akeem. That's like talking about when Akeem was a Raptor.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah.
When Pat was a Sonic.
Oh jeez.
Oh my Lord.
When Kevin Knox was an Atlanta Hawk, the strangest thing that you ever saw.
When
he came in for like one game. Came in for one game and lit it up though. Yeah.
I like Kevin Knox as a Piston player. But I always get disappointed with him because his pops had so much. Y'all, anybody remember Florida State football?
Yeah.
Back when it was good. The irony is Charlie Ward was the quarterback to Kevin Knox, the receiver. That is what you call irony. So, yeah, man. Long Island Sound said, his backcourt mate was Alvin Williams. I remember that.
Kevin Knox was 6'7", right? He would have made a soft ass tight end. Soft one.
But he played quarterback though. Kevin Knox played quarterback.
Oh God.
Yeah, he played quarterback. Knox probably would have been like a second or third round pick if he had gone, The dude was talented.
Deer in the headlights?
Yeah.
Deer in the headlights, man.
I think I would say this to what Wiz is saying. Wiz, I think we're stuck in a place I don't think we can go anywhere else, bro. I think we just have to ride this out.
We may have to. It's a possibility.
Our young players aren't bad enough to tank anyway. Like our young players, I don't believe they're young enough to. Well, they're not bad enough. So we're in the OKC position where we're winning 19 and 20 games, and I don't think we're ever going to hire a coach that's not going to be trying to win. So then we have guys that are French all-stars or past all-stars, and Julius, Randle, and Brunson. So it's kind of we're in a position where we can't really go down and we can't really go up. We just have to bide our time and hope one of these young guys pops to be a star. And I don't see that really happening. Or there's a disgruntled superstar where we can throw our picks and assets and whatever. Right?
Yeah.
So we're in talent acquisition mode and hoarding pick mode.
Yeah.
While
Wiz
trying
said
to
SGA. What do y'all think about SGA?
I think he's a great player. Well, a very, very good player. Can't just say great.
He's injury prone as well.
Not for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you mean not for us?
You
don't want him?
Nah. I wanted him back, back. What was it, like 3 or 4 months? But now we got Brunson. I'd rather just ride.
Yeah.
Why do we want to disrupt something that we start seeing working? Like why? Why do we keep on doing this?
That's a question for Wisdom. There he is, right there. Wiz, answer that question, bro.
Well, actually, I didn't want to disrupt it. My initial thought was we keep everything the same and follow this path. But is it a championship path?
Yeah, but where's Brunson going?
It may not be.
Okay.
Where's Brunson going? You know he's going to go to the bench, and that's so like that's like giving.
Why would Brunson go to the bench? SGA can play the two. SGA can play the two.
The two.
Go ahead.
Let me just say this. Go ahead. Brunson left Dallas because he felt like Luka already had a down hold. Now you put SGA come over here to the Knicks, and it's one of those conversations. Why a lot of players they rather not come to the Knicks because whenever they have an opportunity or a possibility to shine, some way or another, there's a way that the front office is gonna screw that up.
Right.
Yeah, you're not gonna get it. Somebody else is better than you. He goes to another team. Now he balls out, and it's like, damn, man, we have Brunson. Come on, man, like, come on, give this cat like for the time that we already seen with Brunson, and I know it's only 3 games, of course, but it's 3 games. I love what I'm seeing, and I'm pretty sure that that's not even the peak of Jalen Brunson. He's just gonna keep on getting better and better and better.
But is that better going to take us to a championship, though? Is the peak Jalen Brunson going to take us anywhere near winning two rounds in the playoffs?
So my comeback to that will be, you guys remember when a lot of question marks was in what's that guy that guy's name? Man, the Greek freak. A lot of question was with the Greek freak because every single time he goes to the postseason, he never made it off the hump. Oh, he doesn't have it. Oh, he needs another superstar. Then he made it. It's one of those, like, just figure it out. There's every team, every generation is gonna need something different. The Knicks,
I mean, it's easy to say just figure it out when you have an MVP guy on your roster. It's easy to say that. Just figure it out. Hey, man, you got a 2-time MVP in your roster. Figure it out. That's a good building block right there.
But think about it this way. No. I'm with you. Believe me, I'm with you. But think about it this way. So the Greek freak right now, hands down, yeah, he's the best. But 2 or 3 years later, you don't know who's gonna be better. There's always somebody better in the league. Just because you see the Greek freak or whatever he gave you for the last 4 seasons, there's no guarantee he's going to continue. And I'm not saying that and saying that because I'm not going to be sounding delusional, saying that he's not going to produce it. Yeah, the possibility and everything is there, of course. But there's no guarantee. And somebody else, there's always somebody new knocking on that door. I'm telling you right now, John Morant, to me, he's going to be that next man up. Next man up right now. The way everything is looking, he's changing the game.
I mean, people have considered Jokic as the next man up, and he's still Giannis is still considered the best in the game, even though he didn't win the last two.
And Embiid, yeah.
So yeah, John may very well be in the top. He's gonna be in the top 5 MVP discussions this year.
Yeah,
from what it's looking like, it's just I don't think anyone. I don't see anyone at the moment. It could change, like you said, but I don't see anyone at this very moment as dominant in the game of basketball as Giannis is. Just as a sole one player, I don't see it happening in the next 2-3 years. After that, could be whatever because injuries do happen.
Man,
it is part of the game.
Remember that cat that is coming through, bro, from France that everybody's raving over.
But it's gonna take some season. Like you don't come in dominant. I don't see him just immediately dominant with his frame.
How long is it taking Pablo Banchero to at least get his feel right with the NBA?
I mean, Pablo is very good, but he's looking good. But do you think Pablo's gonna end up like a top 3 guy in the league?
Yeah, I think Jabari Smith is gonna be a bust, bro.
Yeah, I don't like Jabari. I don't like his game. His game is so stiff, bro. Like you watch him play, he just I don't know.
And the thing about it is he's a fluid athlete, but he just plays stiff, which make me think like why.
He plays exactly because he's a solid defender. Like you have to be fluid to be a good defender, usually. Right. And he's a solid defender, but on offense he just plays straight upright. Like he looks like a 6'10" RJ out there. He plays super stiff.
Yeah, and the Houston Rockets are playing him at center right now.
That is. They should just run Sengun. They should just run Sengun at the center.
Yeah,
they ain't winning nothing. Just run him. I don't understand it. But maybe they're just trying to take out for Victor. So we'll see what it is.
Well, see, the thing is that whole thing. Everybody, they're talking about talking about Victor. Victor. I was watching. He was just on. His game was just on early on NBA TV.
Yeah.
He and Scoot, and a lot of you're talking about a team's gonna tank. I think the NBA is actually looking at that. A lot of us, a lot of Knick Nation, would like for us to get one of the two. Well, get
Man, they're gonna get that pick. They're gonna get that pick to Sacramento, bro.
I mean, they probably will. Because for us, we stand a better chance running through hell and gasoline draws before we get something like that.
Or this is what they're gonna do. They're gonna give it to New Orleans again via LA again.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
And their excuse is gonna be, well, the Lakers earned that pick. So you know what I'm saying? A reason to give it to New Orleans.
Oh God!
Yeah, find a way to get it over to Charlotte. Give Jordan a stimulus package.
The Knicks need a stimulus, bro. The Knicks need a jump start in the worst way, bro.
The Knicks need, like, the last time we had a guy that had like metrics that were like overwhelming, was basically KP, and he just got hurt. But we never really get the guy that's physically overwhelming. Like we never get the guy that has physical tools that you can't you cannot just overpower,
Right.
And we get the hard workers, we get the glue guys, we get the hard hat guys that
we get the guy with heart. Yeah, we get the guy with heart. We get the Rudy.
We don't get the guy that's soaring through the air, dunking on three people. We don't get that guy.
I'm in Thompson. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna wrap up right here, man. I'm gonna call it a night because I got to get up early because I'm gonna do the RJ video. I'm gonna try to do the RJ video from this laptop. So it's gonna be RJ Barrett, Hall of Fame or NBA champion, and off rip, it looks as if why are you in this? If you're a Hall of Famer, can't you win a championship? No, it don't always work like that. Right, especially if you're a Knick, right? So I'm gonna work on that. Do you want to be Mitch Richmond? Do you want to be Manu Ginobili? How
about Iguodala? How about that? At peak,
Iguodala.
Yeah, NBA champion, won Finals MVP. A very essential part to that Warriors team that won.
Yeah,
but you wouldn't immediately say Hall of Famer.
Nah, I would.
You said Manu was the Hall of Famer. No, they're both Hall of Famer.
No. What I'm saying is Manu Ginobili sacrificed his game in order for the San Antonio Spurs to win 4 NBA titles. Right, that's what I'm saying. And versus a guy that didn't sacrifice his game in Mitch Richmond, who ice skated into the Hall of Fame but doesn't have any NBA championship. He may have one with the Lakers. I got to research.
He was on that roster.
So I'm trying to find that type of guy, like a guy that was a bucket getter and made the Hall of Fame and didn't sacrifice his numbers in order to win championships.
I mean, we could talk about someone last year, Wiggins.
Yeah.
He gave up numbers just to be happy with the Warriors and win, and they wouldn't have won without him. They would not have won without him.
Yeah. So all right. So
Ice was our own player.
Yeah, I have a question. How big of a sign can you bring into arena?
I don't know.
I mean, as big as you want. If you fold it up,
about it, Freezy? You be going to the games and stuff?
But I don't bring signs. I bring my crew. We just drink beer and laugh.
Man, I'm trying to bring in that big sign whenever they come over here. That Julius Randle apology for.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm gonna be right behind. Oh man, it's gonna be low.
If you fold it up right, you can bring in a sign as big as you want, man. Just fold it up as many times as possible.
Yeah, man.
All right, man.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here, man. All right. Good night, y'all.
Have a good one, guys.
Good one.
All right. Nice. It was good to see you, man. Hey, Wiz, it was good to see you. So